Ladies and gents, welcome to Dungeon Select. We're back. We made it another week.
Hey.
Everybody survived last session, guys. Isn't that great? Ain't that neat? Ain't that neat?
Legitimately, how did we do it?
Big fucking shout out to Kamikaze Guy for being on vacation but still watching. What a legend. Absolute fucking legend. That's
Big
dedication,
shout
dude.
to-
Carly,
Impressive.
Natty, Van, Kamikaze Guy, James, Sassy, everyone else is here. How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Dungeon Select. First of all, announcements. The last episode of Dungeon Select isn't on YouTube yet. I was busy passing my first year of college this week, so I'll make sure
Which
that
is important,
shits.
and congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, how could you?
So that it will be on YouTube tomorrow, I promise. All right. If it's not on YouTube tomorrow, I will
Put it up the next day, and if it's not there, then you try and put it up the next day.
Yeah. No, it'll be up tomorrow. It'll be up tomorrow. No worries. It's just I got super busy with college and all that this week, and I just completely fucking forgot about having to upload. Plus, it's already like it has been a little while since I had to do that, so it wasn't like normally when we end the Dungeon Select, it's like on my mind like, oh, YouTube, but because it's been like 2+ weeks, I just completely forgot, and then college happened, and I was just like, ugh. But yeah, there was no Dungeon Discourse last week for the same reason. I was fucking neck deep in college shit, so I just didn't have time really.
College comes first.
Yeah, but I passed my first year, so I have summer vacation now. So damn, we made it. We did it.
Welcome to summer vacation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome when
We
you get
made
help.
it.
So
Been
fun.
here for almost 2 months now.
Alright, so
All right, dude.
Fuck you.
I was out first. May.
Today is going to be a good session. A little less, you know, dangerous than last session, but it's still gonna be good anyway because
you think.
y'all have some I mean, listen, up to you guys.
Let's go
You
fight
guys,
wagons.
Some of you have a lot of choices to make, and as a group as well, you're gonna have to figure out what the fuck to do next. And we're gonna be introducing a new character because Kiseran retired and Laura is still here, so that means we didn't get rid of Laura, guys.
We don't have to let her in.
That's true.
It's true. You don't.
Look,
True,
if anyone's
true.
got more second and third characters, then he's deserved.
She'll introduce a new character every week until we take one in the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll decide which character you
Oh,
like.
shit.
They'll audition every week and everything.
Laura's mic is a bit
Have a
quiet.
lineup
I can
of
turn that
Laura's
up.
Different characters.
Hang on, it's gonna look a little wonky.
My mic settings might be a little bit janky because I took my mic with me to the
I turned you up,
SXD stream
so
last
you're
night,
good.
so-
Have them all in the guild.
I turned you
hall,
up, so don't
coming
change
into a
anything.
room one by one for interviews. Like,
Yeah, I'm imagining that we just interviewed Laura 15 times.
Fuck. Anyone else have any announcements?
I guess I have an announcement. Smile.
I like how
Hey,
Gypsy points to
tomorrow.
like to probably to Koiba's cam, but it's different for everybody. So like,
For you,
Hey,
it's-
tomorrow. It's my birthday. I turn a number
Woo.
21. Yeah.
A number.
Do I need
good job.
Dab, 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 dab. Hey, I'm doing a little subathon
disgusted.
stream. I'm gonna be playing some
We
video
don't
games. Mainly Pokemon because fucking I don't know what else could I play.
What else does Koiba play?
Yeah. Hey, if we reach a sub goal, which is gonna be 50 subs, because hey, I don't want to fucking play this horror game. I hate horror games, and I don't want to play it. So fuck you guys. It's gonna be a high
You guys
goal.
talk to Eric real quick.
Shut up. Don't bring him here.
I know some people that gift a lot of subs.
Yeah, I was
Stop.
gonna say.
Stop it.
I got a couple of them, I'll do it.
Yeah, if it gets 50 subs, I will play Layers of Fear on stream. And like.
I mean,
probably
Koiba,
cry.
Sassy got through Layers of Fear today, and if
I
Sassy
don't
can get through it,
care.
you can
Yeah,
get
but-
through it.
Yeah,
Dodge,
but
we need to
horror
play
is like my
Sabo.
number
Are
one.
you gonna
big
make
That's
Sassy?
true.
Are you gonna let Sassy make you look like a bitch?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. Hmm.
I mean, nothing stopped me thus far. Yeah, it's gonna be chill. It's gonna be some good times. I've got some fucking meme shit planned. You know how it is. Yeah.
Boy, that is mate. Fucking yeah, mate.
Look at it, mate.
Oh yeah, mate. Fucking
Streaming. What is
lit.
it? What is streaming?
What is
Koiba's
streaming?
birthday
Good
is
question.
Monday, and mine is Tuesday.
Yep, double birthday
Fog.
week in level select.
So I'm working tomorrow. So Tuesday, I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna start off watching memes, and then
Fuck yeah, dude.
fucking
And then just
Content.
watch more memes.
yeah, and then I'm just gonna play video games. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I have no plans for it.
If I was at home, I would join you, but I'm gonna be at my dad's. 'cause I have to stay there
Content.
during show week. Triple birthday. Is it Natty's birthday too? Are we fucking like?
Maybe.
It is.
Maybe.
Natty's
Why are
birthday's
y'all born in
28th.
the same goddamn week?
28th, right? Natty's
Damn.
birthday, 27th and 28th. I can never
I'm
remember.
sorry, Carly. My bad. Shit.
Fucking minty,
It's like
dude.
all
Alright,
chilling.
any other announcements besides Dad
Yeah, quick
birthdays,
one.
yeah, yeet?
Reminder: if you want to support Level Select / Dungeon Select, and you want to rep your clearly favorite D&D campaign, we have Dungeon Select.
Yo,
Casual
it's lit!
reminder
That's lit.
You hear that,
with
Gypsy?
the
She hates your
D20
campaign.
logo. And they're really comfy tank tops. And if you would like, I want that, but I would like to wear it in not a tank top. There are t-shirts as well.
Lit.
So yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And the
Let's
money
get it.
goes to, even though it's on my channel, like money from that, like a bunch of it gets sent back towards paying for like the Level Select website and
Yeet.
any other Level Select projects and things we do. So
Yeah, Yeddle.
Yes.
Yes.
Anybody else have something to say? Yes?
Hi.
No? Maybe so? Alright, cool.
No.
Nope.
Next weekend we should have a Dungeon Select, but I'll also be moving, so I'll just probably be very tired.
and I will probably be from somewhere else. My audio quality and video quality will be a bit more shit than normal because I'll be traveling. I will be. Oh no, I think that's right before I go to the UK. That's the last
Yeah,
one. of my country?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
It's the 30th. It's be the 30th of June.
Be the
Okay, then
30th,
never
yeah.
mind. That's the last one before I go to the UK.
Yeah, and then the 7th we'll probably have to skip because most of y'all are going to be in
Yeah,
Wales
there's,
already.
like, 3 or
I think
4 of
I
them.
think the
Actually, no,
7th.
it's everyone but us, Dutch.
Yeah, it is.
So I might as
You
well
guys
be
can do a
alone.
one-shot.
One shot.
I don't know. We'll fucking see, dude. So no Dungeon Select the 7th, but that's because all these fuckheads are gonna be in Wales hanging out together.
We can just go sell
Feels
drugs
bad,
on
man.
GTA.
Actually, I
True.
don't go to Wales the 8th, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, but
Me
but I'm
neither.
pretty sure Gypsy is leaving. I think Laura will
It's
already
just
be
me.
leaving as well.
I'm already gonna be there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Alright, well, fuck you
Yeah,
guys.
hotel with Gaffer.
all right. So with that being said, how about we get ready for today, where we find ourselves in the city of Kal'Zhir. Our party resting in their beds. Aberan decided to sleep in the temple of Kal'Zhir for the night. I need to put on a different fucking song for this. It's like fucking heavy
Oh yeah,
fucking
shit. I
shit.
need music.
I need music.
We first go to Narong. You have difficulty getting to sleep, a lot of thoughts, even though you're very tired and your body is very fatigued. A lot of thoughts kind of stop you from getting to sleep at first. Eventually, you do catch sleep, and you, as you're dreaming, hear a voice. Very, very light. Very, very unfamiliar, but somehow it feels trusted. It feels like, even though this is a completely new voice to you, you completely trust whatever this voice is saying. And in front of you appears a Fae. Very tall, pale skin, long blonde hairs, very long pointy ears, and a very sharp nose with big blue eyes. Very elegantly dressed in a bunch of golden white robes. And she asks, "Are you troubled, my child?"
I am.
What seems to be bothering you?
I mean, I died and came back.
Should be a reason to
Alright.
celebrate, right? You cheated death.
It is, but I can't help but feel there's something missing.
All right. You accept my aid, maybe finding what's missing?
I would.
She then opens up her arms like wide. Embrace me, child, and waits for you.
I will go up and embrace her.
Her arms close around you, and she gives you a really tight hug. And when that happens, you wake up in the morning, and you feel well rested. Feel that sense of something missing definitely is still there, but it's not as troubling to you as it was when you went to bed. As you look around, the first thing you'll notice is that that song that is laid with your other belongings seems to have changed.
Ooh.
You see a faint black aura kind of surround the gun.
Alright. Go ahead and pick it up.
As you pick it up, you hear a voice in the back of your head. I know, I'm sorry, but it's gonna...
Of course.
A voice in the back of your head. A familiar voice. A voice you haven't heard since you last saw your father. Just saying to you in the back of your head, been very brave. And as your hand both your hands connect to the gun, you can see that the design of the gun changes slightly. Some runes appear on the barrel of the gun, and this black aura seems to remain. Abran, you decided to not spend the night in the sanctuary. Decided to spend the night in the temple instead. Thinking, praying. As you are asleep, a vision of a brightly glowing man in shiny golden and white armor, big shield, approaches you. You recognize this to be the non-animal form of Rios. He just stands there.
Stands there.
Standing there looking at you.
Dip my head towards him.
He nods. Seems that you've been keeping busy.
Well, there wasn't much choice. I couldn't leave without doing anything.
Yet, I sense that something's bothering you.
There was a moment, however brief, where I felt as if I would fail. And rather than retreat and live to fight another day, the sensible choice, I chose to remain. I committed myself to something I saw as a final.
Why?
Because these people matter to me.
Matter enough to you give your life? To turn your back on your tenets?
Yes, and that's what troubles me.
Even though you neglected tenets, but lucky. Luck, not something the warrior should need. Survived. Fought a great battle. so is luck the only reason I'm here to talk. Because if that luck would not have been there, I would have probably been dead.
Then I need to improve. I need to become stronger so that I can protect those around me and fight without necessity for luck.
Good. That is good to hear. He kind of walks around, looks at you, kind of circles around you. I'm going to let this slide just for this once. But next time we'll be having a talk like this. It'll probably end differently. As he says that, he turns around, and you see his form shift into that of an ox, and he walks off. You wake up the next morning. And with that, everybody wakes up. All of you in the sanctuary. You guys do?
I would like to go to the eating area. And I'd
Okay.
like to go give myself some breakfast, I think.
All right.
It's been
I'm also
big old
gonna go to
stressful
the
day.
eating area and get myself some breakfast.
Do I notice that Brian's not with us?
I mean,
Yeah, his bed's empty. Stuff isn't there.
Alright. I'm gonna go at the table with everyone and wait till everyone's there.
Alright, you're all familiar with, you know, how breakfast and eating in this place works. It's just a couple tables set up, and there's food on each table.
I would like
The kind of the hall, the entry hall to the sanctuary, relatively empty. You reckon that it's after the battle, either people are having a good lie-in or are already up and about fixing the damages to the city and whatnot. You seem to be alone, essentially.
Yes.
I'd like to go full Nicole plus all over my breakfast and just fuck it. He hungry. He's a hungry little boy. He's, you know.
I would like to eat.
I would like to rage eat. No, no.
All right.
When everyone's at the table, I want to say, looks like Aberran's not here. I'm about to go find him. Any of y'all want to join me?
You see Nicole kind of like finish his food, just like scrap a bit. Yeah, I'll go with you.
All right. And then I think we need to have a meeting together.
Definitely.
Talk about everything. Plan our next move.
Nicole just kind of nods.
All right. Let's go find Aberran, Nicole. We'll
Alright then.
get up, start heading out.
I will also start heading out. I kind of like look back who was there, just kind of bingo.
Alright, so are all of you, Thanos, Narong, Freddy, and Nicole, heading out?
No, Octanus is staying there. Like staying put in the sanctuary.
I need to go visit the Empress. You know, like you do.
Like you do.
Casually.
Alright. Fair enough. Alright, Fred, so you accompany the rest of the people that are leaving outside, but as you walk with them, you take a different turn. Go towards, I believe you were instructed but to go to her home and not the palace in the city, if I
Yes.
remember correctly. So you head towards the eastern side of town, pretty much accompanied by Nicole and Naronk then, and you just branch off to the right, where as they keep going north, and you head a little more eastbound, and you immediately see a beautiful, big structure surrounded by large, tall fences and gates, a lot of guards, royal guards. The building itself is made of a white stone material with a bunch of with a bunch of spiraling towers and a very, very elven architecture that you've seen before. For instance, when you were in the Feywild for a brief bit, most of the houses there kind of have that same design. And as you walk up to the front gate, one guard stops you and asks, "You lost? What are you doing here?"
So my name is Friedrich von Hammerschmidt. I was requested to come here by the Empress herself.
Right, yeah, I think I heard something about that. Alright, well, just move on, walk up to the front door, and a servant will probably be with you. He steps to the side, opens up the gate for you.
Very well, thank you for your time. And I'll walk.
Okay. As you keep walking, you walk past, like through a beautiful garden, bunch of flowers, all kinds of different trees. You get to the front door of the house, which again has two guards posted by it. It's kind of like how do I explain this? There's like marble type material columns, kind of, and like a stairway up to the front door, kind of almost Greek looking, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like kind of the columns and like a beautiful roof above it. And you approach the door immediately opens up, and a young half-elf to you looks like he might still be in his teens, opens the door, and he has a list in his hand just with a bunch of things written. Like the list is very long. Is carrying a book under his shoulder. Looks at you. "Ah yes, you must be the Empress morning appointment," and he goes to look at his list. "Friedrich, correct?"
That is correct, yes.
Alright, would you follow me? And he turns around and walks inside.
I will follow. And do as I'm told.
Right, if you would, you just wait here. I'll let the Empress know that you're here, and then I'll come get you when it's time for you to enter her chamber. Alright? And there's a couple of couches and chairs nearby where you can kind of just sit tight and wait for him to come back. He leaves you there. He walks through a double door at the other end of this room. Closes it behind him, and not even a minute later he comes back and comes to collect you. Right, the Empress is ready to see you, Mr. von Hammerschmidt.
I'll bow to him and step forward.
Go through those doors over there, and she'll be ready to discuss whatever you have to discuss with her.
Thank you for your service.
Bows.
And I'll head into the room.
Okay. And as you head into the room, you see a long table set with all kinds of breakfast foods. As you can see, the Empress kind of having some breakfast. It's very informal. I guess she's just kind of eating her breakfast after what was for her also a very long day yesterday. She doesn't really she's not really there to impress. She's just kind of very, very informal, very casual, wearing a beautiful green gown. And as you enter, she says, "Ah, have a seat. I believe we have some things to discuss."
I will bow and say, "Your Grace," and then take a seat.
Right. So, I believe you had some requests from me when it comes to your political agenda. Isn't that right, Mr. von Hammerschmidt?
That is correct, and also a personal request relating to the guild hall that has been constructed.
Right.
Starting with the political concerns, as you are probably aware, I am an envoy of the Goodwind Kingdom, and I wish to set up trade relations with your own realm.
Yes. I have a couple of questions when it comes to that. Why does why does the kingdom want to set up a trade network now? They used to be all the kingdoms of Monfield used to be very self-providing, never really cared to do business with the other provinces.
For a long
Changed.
time, the realm was in great turmoil. We were constantly at war with one another, and that conflict kept us very much internally focused. However, we seem to have found ourselves in at least for the moment, a state of peace, which allows us to look outwards instead of focusing on our immediate concerns.
Right, very well. What kind of trade were you thinking?
The main things that I have expertise in, and my family, is arms and armor. However, the other houses in the kingdom, should you be able to get word to them, will also have other things that they can provide. But after seeing what happened recently, I'm sure arms and armor can not go amiss when situations like that should arise.
Yes, there's always need for a good set of armor or a good set of weaponry. So, if you are as good at it, your house is as claimed to be, might provide useful. I can talk to the regents in all the provinces of Kal'Zhir, have them set something up, reach out to your family in the Goodwind Kingdom, and have them reach out to the other noble houses in the kingdom. Take a little while though, because see, convincing me is not the issue. It's convincing the rest of the regions on terms and all that. It's a delightful task that I now have. I'll see what I can do, and as soon as I know more, I'll make sure to request you here again, and we can talk about the terms that we have decided on. That sound like an agreeable solution?
Very much so.
Alright. Second request had to do with the upcoming guild hall, I believe you said?
Yes, it was a rather simple matter, I do believe. I just wanted to request that the guild hall had an armory and some sort of sparring room inside of it.
Can
So
be
we
done.
can train up, future heroes, so to speak, and equip them.
Yeah, that can be done. And I believe your friends requested a tinkering room too, right?
That is correct, yes. That would be wrong.
So we'll have a tinkering room, sparring room, armory, enough bedding, enough bedrooms, living quarters, kitchen. Anything else you can think of that would help
If you do manage to send word to my family in the Goodwind Kingdom, could you request them to send, at my request, some guards to guard the guild hall? I feel since you are paying for the guild hall, the least I can do is pay for its guards. At
Once
least
the
my
guild hall is constructed, which will probably take a couple of months, yeah, I can send word. Isn't one of your patriots a religious type? Would he think something like a temple inside the guild hall? Would that be something that he would want?
I believe that the sparring room should count as a sufficient temple for him.
Interesting. All right. I'll probably add some other rooms and all that at my own personal discretion. Things that I think might be useful for you all.
Very well.
Construction should start later this week, after we first repair the more pressing damages to the city. So yeah, feel free to visit the construction site whenever you have questions or you just want to check up. Construction will happen right outside the city walls, so you're not technically located into the city, but you'll be attached to the city in that way. So you'll have a little area of your own without all the city folk trying to, interfere or come look kind of out of the way. Anything else I can do for you?
That is all I wanted to discuss today, and I wanted to let you know that as much as I assume this goes without saying, should you ever need any assistance from us in the future, you just have to send us word.
Of course. I do believe Archmage Tiburon had something to discuss with you, but I'm sure that he'll shout to you whenever he's ready. If that is all, then I'd like to finish my breakfast and get on with my day. So if you have nothing further to discuss with me, I'd ask you to take your leave.
That is all. I thank you for your time, and I wish you a pleasant day. Good day, Your Grace. And I'll bow to her and walk
Just kind
out.
of gives you a nod.
Out of character, you know when the guild hall's constructed, I totally need to like set up a permanent Galder's tower, like attached to the side of it.
That'd be sick.
So I have
Dude.
my own personal quarters.
I like my own personal quarters.
Yeah.
Because there is a rule where
Cast it, is it 100
Yeah.
every day for a year?
yeah, every day for a year it becomes permanent. So every morning when we wake up, just
What if you have to travel?
Yes, that's unlucky. Unlucky.
pay for a mage to do it for me.
Someone else to do it for you.
Day 364, Hanzo sleeps in.
All right, so Freddy leaves the palace, and I assume you just go back to the sanctuary, or is there anything else you want to do?
No, just back to Sanctuary.
All right.
Did you like my comments, Bran?
I noticed.
While that all happens, Nakul, Ronk, you made your way to the temple. You already see Aberan kind of up and about, kind of walking around in the temple area.
I just have a quick world-related question. Now that they're walking around, are people already back in the city? Has it been unevacuated now?
Most people that are in the city currently are guards or people that got requested
Okay.
to help with construction. Not a
Okay.
whole lot of civilians are back
Okay.
yet or in the evacuated areas.
I was
Alright.
just curious.
So, Naronk, Nakul, made your way to the temple, and you can see Aberan already
Okay.
walking around the temple.
You're muted.
Soko, you're muted.
Soko is muted.
Soko is done.
Son of a bitch. Aberan, you weren't planning on leaving us, were you?
Gave you that impression. I've been
I
here.
mean, I understand why you were here. I just, when people tend to go off on their own, especially after something that just like that just happened, kind of think the worst.
I had duties and obligations.
Fair enough. We're gonna have a meeting with all of us in a bit if you want to join us.
Sure. Where's everyone else?
Going around doing their own thing for the moment, I think.
Okay. I think I'm about done here.
All right. And there's one more stop I want to make.
I'll like to Bran as well. Bran, can I speak to you privately for a second?
All right, I'll meet you guys back at the place.
Privately, as in I want everyone to mute. Privately, or privately as in...
Privately as in
Alright.
like Noronk fuck off.
Privately as
Pull them off. Yeah,
everyone
Neuron
else
Okay,
fucks off.
fair enough, fair enough, fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, very like not like privately. I'll kind of go find like a quiet area just away from people.
Okay.
Thank you, Bran. You saved my life.
Well, as frustrating as you are, you can be useful.
I like to think so. I'm gonna kind of do like that bro like pat on the back, like that, like kind of slightly too heavy.
Mhm.
Shaping up to be quite the group, quite the family almost, you know.
Albeit one
It's
person
dysfunctional.
down.
Yeah, but you know, they have their own things to do.
Yeah, I
Wouldn't
I
Anyone interest
wholeheartedly
themselves?
agree with her reasoning.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't mean she won't be missed.
No, definitely not. Just another thing as well. I feel like this is getting a bit too hard to manage. You know, could you show me how to, shave it?
Okay. I'll spend the next 15 minutes or so using my kit that I'd set up to help Nicole shave.
He's just there like, oh, careful, it's delicate area.
Do you want me to make a roll for this? Like a beard maintenance kit?
Like
Maybe
dexterity.
just a straight.
Yeah,
dex.
I'd say just make a dexterity.
How much do you
Check.
cut?
How am I
to-
proficient with it?
No, because dragonborn skin is completely different from.
Well, I have plus
No.
0 to dexterity.
First roll of the day, and it's a
I was,
roll
hop-
to
I was
shave
hoping I could
someone's
blag it
beard.
as wisdom, but
Yeah, you're gonna fucking cut my fucking skin over, mate. You're gonna fucking cut me over.
17. I have no modifiers.
All right. Yeah, you managed to shave Nicole's beard. Although the razor that you use for this is completely like bent after you're done,
Can I
completely
then
bent out of
use
shape.
mending on it?
Yeah, I guess.
Then I'll mend it.
All right,
Does it have that like kind of itchiness of like the shaved beard, or does it feel like normal now? Is it like, do I feel like there's a little bit of like hair there, or is it like gone now? It's shaved off. Is it,
It's gone.
to-
Yeah, it's because that hair was
magic.
there. Yeah, it was magic. It doesn't really come with side effects
Oh,
of
I know.
normal shaving because
That's fine.
typically
But-
dragonborn don't grow beards.
Typically, yeah. Cheers, Brad. I think maybe I probably shouldn't be the most pretty obvious as it is, but Dragonborn with a beard's pretty,
It's
already getting
rather stand out.
yeah, I don't want to be already looked at enough. I don't need people to be judging me for it,
Do you know if it has it grown since you had it, or
No, it's remained the same all
it
the
seems
time.
pretty like magically the same always, pretty. I don't know beards. I'm not gonna lie. Dragonborn don't grow. It's it's not something we do.
it'll be interesting to see if it grows back.
I mean, it's a sad day it's gone. I was like the first one with a beard, and that would have been like really cool. But need to kind of keep a little bit of.
Should have taken a picture.
Nicole the bearded dragonborn, first of his kind.
I'm a bearded dragon. Oh my god.
That's where they came from. They're Nicole's kids.
Oh my god.
A real
Oh my
life
God,
war.
cholesterol.
So with that done, you guys doing anything
Yeah, I'm
else?
heading back. I don't have anything else I need to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drunk? What do you?
I want to go check out the bazaar because that's where
Okay.
like all the big shots were, right?
Yeah, that's that. One of the many areas that saw a lot of fighting, but like the bazaar is where you fought, so you've firsthand seen a lot of the damages happen there. Yeah,
Yeah, I wanna
you're
head
not
back
sure
to
about the rest of the
area.
city. All right.
Then kind of just take a look around in the shops, see what fucking happened.
As you walk into the bazaar, you can see that there's a lot of mages and construction workers already working on putting stuff back together. You can see Theonel and just an army of Arcana Emporium workers doing all kinds of conjurations, just lifting building materials back into place. Just the top of the tower that kind of broke off, kind of lifting it back up and just fitting it on like a puzzle piece, and you can all kinds of magic happening to fix that. The other shops that got damaged are also under heavy construction. There's definitely no shops open right now, but you can see that the bazaar with the statue of Leonor Elwyn behind it is the city's first priority to fix up. It seems because that's where
That's what I wanted to check out.
you didn't really see a lot of construction happening on your way to the temple. You saw some residential areas that were less damaged, that weren't really being constructed just yet. Most of the damage happened the military district, the bazaar, and the residential area to the south of the city.
Okay, and then I'll just sit back.
Okay. Right. Tannis, what are you doing while you're all alone in the sanctuary?
Pretty much nothing.
All right.
She's just
Fair
like
enough.
sat
Yeah,
there
I heard
thinking.
Drinker.
Yeah, she just sat
Tapping.
drinking and
Singing
thinking
to
about
herself.
everything.
Already
Nice.
started the day drinking.
Nothing you really want to do or whatever while you wait for the rest. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's what she's gonna do.
All right. Very shortly after, you see, as you're still sitting there, kind of in the entrance area, Freddy is the first one to return from his duty, followed shortly after by Aberan, Naronk, and Nakul. You notice Nakul's lost his beard.
I will say, right then, let's have this meeting in our room.
Is there any food left on the tables?
Yeah.
I'm gonna gather up some of it and bring it to the meeting.
I'll wait in the room. I'll go straight into the after 10. I'll just go straight into the room.
I am following Cool.
Yeah, I'll follow him
All right.
And I will, once everyone is in the room, I will kind of just wait and be like, fucking hell, we've survived a bit of hell, haven't we, lads? We've gone through it all. And, I think it's about, a bit of a family now. And, secrets, kind of lost us 2 people. I'm not happy about it. So I'm leaving here now. You don't have to tell us everything, but we need to know if anything's, talking to you. If anything's, places you can't go. Anyone chasing you. I don't want to lose someone else here. I love you guys, all right, like a family to me. And I don't want to lose another one. I can't lose another one. So I'll start. And he kind of looks for a bit. You see the Nakul you kind of know you talk to, me. He's not really me, as it were. Well, he is me.
Evil twin soap opera.
And I will.
That's what I was thinking.
I'll look down,
He's been Ulith all along.
and then
Stop ruining the moment. Jesus.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
he'll look down and go. So, this is me. Yes, I know it's a bit different, but the Nakul you know is a manifestation of my rage, shall we say. He was someone who was needed at most.
What the fuck?
I echo her sentiments.
Wait, isn't all he just said you
You
look down
can-
and then something, nothing's changed, right?
No, he's
His
voice
voice is completely different.
His voice
Oh,
is different.
okay, fair.
God damn it, Laura,
we're
you're
just
not
looking-
even there.
No, I
He
was
pulled out his
just
dragon
listening.
dick.
Just listening, I was confused because I thought that he was implying there was a visual change.
no,
I'm like,
no,
but I
it
was
was
paying
just-
attention. Did I just like space out? Did I miss something? No, okay, sorry, that's fair.
That's fine. No, I'm still the same me, just Nakul, this one, me, hello. He comes out when I need to not think. It's about time we put a bit of thought into some things.
Laurent just starts laughing, dude. I can't stop.
Nakul, like, guys in, kind of like shrugs him like, it's fair enough. No, wrong. It is a bit of a weird one.
What the fuck?
And he'll kind of just wait.
So is your name actually the Cool?
Oh yes, I mean, I'm
Okay.
still cool. Just, you know, this is kind of like the real, me, as it were.
Thank you for being honest with us. Yes.
There's a reason his intelligence isn't actually 10, guys. I'm actually dumb.
I mean,
I mean, he's
No,
book
no.
smart.
I'm very smart. Fucker.
Yeah, which means he's not dumb. See?
I still think
Thank
he's
you,
dumb,
thank you
but-
for confirming. No, that's Koiba.
You sound like a man of culture.
Oh, thank
For
you.
fuck's
I'd
sake.
like to think so. I was brought up in such a way.
No. God.
gotta say I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, I mean, yes, but don't worry if this freaks you out. I can, can.
Yeah,
Still
can you go
be like-
back? Can you go back?
I mean,
please?
right.
I
what
for
we-
one, prefer this, Nicole. I think we are going to get
No,
along
no one cares about your
splendidly.
opinion. Okay.
Oh,
You
So, I
arrived
mean,
like
like-
the other day, okay? No one cares.
And Nicole kind of like he smiles hearing Octanus doing that. It's kind of like sounds like, I mean, like
Yeah, that's better.
I'll just kind of put a bit more thought into my actions, is what I'm saying. He's there, and like this me, he doesn't think. All right, I get it. I don't do a lot of the thinking stuff, but I can fuse the two together a bit. Talk like this, and act a bit more this.
Yeah, that's
Let's
good.
just say, Octanus, I'm not going to be running into situations like I did before, right? I'm just going to be a bit more thought. bit
That makes
more,
more sense. Yeah. Okay.
We
The
we-
fucking
we
son of
died to
voice
death.
change killed me.
I
when
don't
he
know
was-
what to say. What the fuck?
Actanis, look.
It's because that voice is very easy to go into. that's why.
Nicole, I'll say the same thing I said to Actanis when
Mhm.
she was unsure of which name we should call her.
Oh yeah.
Do what makes you comfortable.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten to love this one quite a bit. Just
Yeah.
he's a bit more free, The other one's a bit more uptight. And,
Yeah, I don't like him. I like this better.
That's a bit harsh. It's still me, Octanus. That's it's still the same. Like, if we need a bit more diplomacy, I can bring him out. He's a bit more nicer talking, shall we say?
Yeah.
But for everything else, we'll do that. So I've revealed a little bit, little secrecy. What about you, Naronk? What's going on
Bran
with
stares
you?
pointedly in her.
We don't really know a lot about you. You're kind of like not the newest anymore, but you're definitely not the one we know. We know the least about you. And Bran maybe, but Bran's kind of, he's alright.
He's
Alright.
been here less than I have. First off,
Yeah, that's true.
all right.
As far as I
Second
understand it, only by a day or
I've
so.
shared more than him. But third, my gun did change last night, and I will show them the new death song.
Yeah, you guys haven't really had an up close look of that song before, but you do see that there's a black aura kind of surrounding the gun.
Pretty.
It's very pretty. No, but this does bring me into what I wanted to talk about, anyways. Though,
Question: did Tramaris' sword have a black aura around as well?
No.
Okay, it was
it's just a black sword.
Black
Okay.
sword, yeah.
There's the sword that Bran is currently strapped to his
Using.
belt.
Yeah. On the topic of what we want to do after this, since it kind of relates, I was thinking, in my mind, we have two choices. We either go find the rest of these artifacts, or something I'd like to do is go back to the Feywild and visit my family. I know most of you guys don't remember your time there. It's pretty normal. But I think it would be very beneficial, especially after having come back from the grave as it is.
I mean, we could do it as a first initial stop, I suppose. Go to the Feywild again, and then we can start collecting artifacts. I mean, I agree we need to get more powerful, and we've got some unfinished business with some people that I think we need to be a bit more powerful for.
As you say that, you all suddenly hear a voice come from your bracelet. The voice of Archmage Ciberon. Oh, hello. You all at the sanctuary. I got something that I have to discuss with all of you.
Yeah, we're in our room.
I can call them back. Give us a moment though. We'll let you know when we're ready.
Yeah, all right. I'll be on my way there anyway. I'm still I'm in the keep right now, so I'll just make the walk there, and hopefully you'll be done by then.
And I'll kind of look over between Brian and Octanus. So, Brian, Octanus, anything we need to know as a group now?
I have some personal background that I'm not necessarily willing to share,
That's fine.
but to the best of my knowledge, there is nothing from that should impact the group in any way. There is no one after me.
Know where you can't go? No, like you're banned from certain cities or any places you think we should avoid. You know, useful information that we've kind of kept to ourselves, but not told us.
To the best of my knowledge.
It's good to hear, Bran. I like that. But anything changes, you know, let us know like soonish. Pretty. soon. I'll kind of look at Octanus. Like, I mean, I think we've dealt with a lot of what you were dealing with, but anything else we need to know?
Actually, I have a question for Abraham.
Ooh, okay, go.
What's that coin you used back on the road with those guards?
Ooh.
It's
Got a steel trap.
okay. Octanus,
You.
you were there when I explained this coin.
Mm-hmm.
I may have not been entirely forthright.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I will take out my token of valor,
Alright.
which is it's like a fancy silver coin, basically. This was a gift to me by someone of importance in the Flatlands. Carries more weight there than anywhere else, but it's sort of a significant token of my service, and can occasionally buy us some favor or benevolence from those of a more military type.
Alright.
I'll kind of look at Octanus again and be like, so.
Are we talking like people who like actually want you, or like gods that might remember a couple of like misdemeanors?
I'm. Oh yeah, I might kind of, maybe not anymore, but we can't go back to that bookshop from before. Some of you might remember it, some of you don't really know. There's a bookshop with like a little, like small gnome thing that like runs it. Can't go there. Like we can't go there. I will get
Okay.
arrested.
Just in your mind, as you say this, you just hear the echoing.
It's like a Vietnam flashback.
Well,
I'll never
okay.
see this bookstore again.
I guess in Sagalia there are probably a few villages that remember me for like a breaking and entering and stealing and a couple of arsons. But in Thormgar there is a noble who might possibly still be mad at me in the capital. I kind of killed his best gladiator and then called them both pussies. But I don't know if you remember this.
Classic Thomas.
And now I don't have anyone like noble up there to keep me safe from him, so we go there.
I
Might
don't
get
think
attacked.
we'll be going to Thermagar for a while, luckily.
Just in case.
But good to know that we shouldn't leave you alone in villages.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I think that was. I mean, Freddie, I know you're kind of new. You don't have to open up about yourself. I mean, you're kind of new. Like, you're still kind of initiating. I get that. Like, but if you wanna tell us anything, you know, any important things you might know, you might need to tell us. Don't feel like you have to.
Well, something I do not think I have revealed to you all yet is that I can actually speak every language, and I will proceed to say hello to Nicole in Draconic, to Naronk in Elvish, and to Bran in Celestial.
I understand the Celestial too.
Yeah.
But not infernal, because fuck
Oh
up.
no, I'll say hi in Infernal as well. I couldn't remember Actarnus' race either. I can't remember.
I was just
I
like,
just can't.
as he says that, Nicole looks kind of shocked, being like, "Fuck, someone else can speak Draconic." Shit.
Regarding my background, though, I do not believe anything. I've been quite upfront with you all, and I do not believe that anything from my past should ever really come up unless for some reason we visit my home continent later down the line.
Again, don't think that's later in life. Right now, it's not a concern for next month. I'm not gonna knock on the door and be like, "Oh, by the way, you know, you're wanted." Or,
I don't know. With our luck, we'd probably end up in the Goodwin Kingdom somehow, man.
Yeah.
True.
Wait, did you read? Did you read my notes, Soko? Hold on. Hold on.
No, I just know that it's up to us to fuck it up. I mean, we're just, wait, fuck it.
Let me just check how far.
Okay, all right, okay.
How far is Prodigy Red?
Womp womp. Oh, fucking.
I only got set this week.
Alright.
What's funny is the joke doesn't even read as well if you don't hold it up as high, because Hanzo's nameplate covers the actual part that says script. It could just be a notebook that says Dungeon Select.
Dungeon
For all we know,
Select.
that's just his actual story
enough.
notes. But
All right. So
there you
you
go.
start hearing after a while. I'm talking. You start hearing some shuffling upstairs, like outside of your door, at the other side of the sanctuary, and you hear a voice. Could you all please come to the entry hall?
I don't like being
go.
beckoned.
It's fine. I'll open up
I'm not
the
a
door.
dog.
Least you could have done was coming here.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
Come on, maybe you might have some good news for once. You know, maybe we're not gonna risk our lives. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, I
funny,
doubt
cool.
it. And I'll fucking head
I'll
away to
go.
the entry hall.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Suppose.
Okay. So as you all
Yes.
make your way up there, you can see Archmage Tiburon. I know that you've just fought an immense battle, but I've received word that there's information on the cultists in the council. I think you can do the talking. And he turns around and reveals that there is someone standing behind him. Laura, would you just give us a little description of your character?
So you see peek out from behind his
fucking
robes.
Oh, okay, I know it is.
Peek out, I
Uh,
fucking knew
You
it.
see curly copper hair and freckles on a very, very short, yet still looks like an adult halfling. And she steps out, and she's only 2 feet 5 inches tall. Even for a halfling, she is puny by all standards. And the hair looks very much like she's fought it into a braid and trying so to be look put together, but curls are sticking out here and there, and it's just somewhat disheveled. Has a red crystal circlet she wears with the crystal in the shape of a heart. And I'm just wearing some leather armor with a harness and an X across the front and a gem in the center. And then just some tights and walking boots. And steps forward and goes, No one said they'd be so tall. You're so tall. and
face
look
you
around.
You just happen to be very short.
What?
Really, I hadn't noticed.
Nicole just like
Three,
looks.
4 of us are over
I don't
6
like
foot.
her.
No, I'm like Nicole's 6'11".
Nicole's
Nicole-
6'11".
Nicole
Nicole
eats
just-
her for breakfast.
Yeah, I was like, Nicole just looks down, trying to look friendly, but it's that like really like toothy grin of like
Hello?
really menacing, just like hello.
Nicole's like, where's the voice coming from?
Yeah, just like
Who's this? What?
Anyway, my name's Trim Strongheart. You might have heard of my family, maybe, but I mean we're from the Valen Forest. It's a bit far from here, so maybe not. But yeah, I live there, and I lived there for a while, and I heard from my friends recently that there's been a very, very mean and scary druid of some description that is starting to taint the forest. And recently, a dragonborn that lives there as well has gone missing. And we heard tell they were connected. And I'd heard a bit about you guys, because, you know, I mean, the Heroes of Exile are kind of like, people know who you are a bit. And I thought that I told some people in charge of the force about what I'd heard, and they said you should know, and then they kind of pushed me through a portal and to tell you, and now I'm here. So yeah, there's a druid somewhere taking dragonborns and doing bad things, and then I kind of like look like I go to start hiding again behind Tiburon, and then stop myself and like and stand there. Like, look.
Question, Dutch. Does the Valen Forest ring a bell in anyone's mind?
Yeah, you all know that it's the province of Kal'Zhir that lies all the way to the southeast of the continent, completely surrounded by either
I
ocean,
definitely know that.
It's
By-
like to the south of the
by
flatlands.
either ocean or the Burning Scar.
It's like
Okay.
the other side of the Burning Scar from like flatlands.
Yeah.
So I know it.
Yeah,
Alright,
like
I just want to check.
even Freddy will, because he's very well read on like the world and the province, the many provinces and continents and all that.
Damn it!
I had
Did
some
you stop
time for
reading?
everything. Alright. Well, like
I
said,
will
tables
go
don't matter.
down to one knee and go, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Frederick von Hammerschmidt. I am from the Goodwind Kingdom.
Oh, that sounds far away. I don't know where that is.
It is very far away, my lady.
And I blush and look at the floor because no one's ever called me my lady before.
Oh god.
breaking my heart. She's a breaking my heart.
Alright, so Tiburon, when do you want us to head out towards this then?
Well, you've not collected all the items on the list that I gave you, correct? Because I think that might be a smart move to find those first, so that you maybe have a little bit of a one-up against this next cultist.
Okay.
Alright.
And then I figured that she would accompany you, since she will be able to guide you through the Valen Forest, as it is her home. None of you have been there, if I'm not mistaken. If she accompanies you now and you go collect some of these artifacts first, you might get a little acquainted and all that, and you know.
Okay.
Alright.
That sounds good to me.
Guess.
So for the rest of us, then that means we have two artifacts that are close. Either we
One.
go for the axe or the bow.
I would also like to revisit Scalia at one point. There's an item there I would like to collect.
You're
So then where do
talking
we,
about agony, right? Alright.
So,
Not only is it a weapon I think would be beneficial, it's a weapon that I feel is, rather than sitting on display somewhere, specifically being used for ill intent.
Well, I mean, it's called agony. That sounds like like a weapon these cult people use. This is a bad name.
She's smart.
Names can be deceiving. Weapons,
I can't, dude.
the acts they commit are based on those of the wielder.
All right, hoes. So I guess we're going to the 9 hells first.
I mean,
Do you
Yeah,
not want
why
to go
not?
to the Feywild first? I thought that was what you wanted.
we've got the
We need to get
artifact
some
from the
artifacts
Pharaoh.
first.
Yeah, I
As
think.
much as I would love to.
I think
Okay.
as much as I wrong your sentiment of needing to see your family, I think it's important. I feel like we need to get some of us armed up.
Agreed.
So
Can I see any weapons on Trim?
I have a dagger and a short bow.
Okay.
a short bow.
Well, yeah, she's not gonna wield a longbow. Are you kidding?
The longbow is bigger than me.
Imagine she
Uh,
builds a fucking longbow.
Just like sideways.
Like, pulling it in, like.
Before we set off anywhere, I do need to visit a blacksmith at some point.
She has to like
That's,
hold the bow with her feet and the
Dutch-
string with her hands.
Dutch,
Can we get her a crossbow?
I think Dutch, is Stemfras a longbow or is it a short
Fenthras
bow?
is a longbow.
Magic
But-
items adjust to the size
Magic
of the
items
wielder.
adjust to the size of the wielder. Correct.
Oh,
Can she
Actually,
build
yes,
one?
never
That's
mind,
a
yeah.
Question.
Also, entirely unrelated, but hilarious.
But if your
If
question
we had
is,
a-
if your question is, can Trim wield that? Second conveniency, if she's only proficient in short bows, I'll probably turn into a short bow. Like it's not that big of a deal.
It wasn't my question.
fun fact, I'm not even proficient in the short bow. I just have it. Just so you know.
I didn't think I could love the character anymore, and then you said that. This is perfect.
Oh, fuck yeah, okay, my sheet. I'm like, I
Oh,
actually
fuck
don't know how to use it very
So-
well.
I was fine, like, yes, someone who can use this bow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, like,
fucking
I
hell.
can, but I have a
I
better
mean, I
gun.
can.
I can.
I
yeah.
can use a bow.
Yes, so can I, but like, dexterity is what I'm getting.
I have
Yeah.
good deck.
I
Good
have
idea.
plus 0.
I have.
Hold on. wait.
Anyways,
My point before we
Hilarious.
move on was that if someone
It's hilarious.
rerolls as a wizard and they cast enlarge on Trim, she's 5 foot.
that's just sad.
That's
Doubles your size.
Wait, no, not even. Does enlarge double it?
Yeah,
It
just
doubles
doubles your
it, so you'd
size.
be
I'm
4
not-
foot 10.
I was gonna say I'm not even 5 feet yet.
Damn.
Be shorter than me in real life.
I would.
Midget,
I would.
yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Dwarven height.
Anyways.
I look
Oh.
like a child until you look at my face and see that there is some like age in the eyes and like.
So like the reverse of me.
Sure.
Sure.
I'll go.
I didn't mean brown, I
Uh,
meant gypsy.
I'll turn to Tim. I'm like, I assume like none of the shops are open. Like the Incarnate Emporium's still very much closed down, right? Recovering
Yeah.
and all that.
I was
and
just there.
there won't be any shopping done for at least a few more days. Right?
No, that's fine. I can do another time.
Do you know?
So
if,
then,
do you know if there's a blacksmith or an armor smith of some kind? I know the general shops aren't open, but maybe one that serves the military or.
I'm afraid that the only people in the city at the moment are clerics, mages, construction workers, or guards. Anyone else is still evacuated.
Okay.
We're going to be
What
getting
do you need
people
done,
coming
Brad? I'm
back.
not able to do it.
Going to be getting people come back starting tomorrow, I reckon.
DM. To convert something to a holy symbol, is that just something that I need to copy across the engraving of, or do I need it to be like anointed by a cleric?
Making something new your holy symbol will definitely be something that will have to be done by a cleric. Yeah, it's not something
Okay.
that a blacksmith can.
And then I need to go to the temple. Again.
Alright, so, Sherman's just here to bring us this knowledge, I guess.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, well, let's have the rest of us get ready to go out then. Going to the Nine Hells.
Well, that's a
The-
great
the
adventure.
what? The where? That's I thought I was only I'm supposed to guide you around the Valen. But that's no.
I mean, it's a
No.
good adventuring start. You know, you can get to explore the many different planes of this world and see what we're about. You know, get to know us a bit better.
I
I'm
mean, we
cool,
could
by
just
the way.
leave her behind.
No.
No, she's gonna be our new guide. You gotta get to know her
No,
a bit
no, we
better.
gotta, you know.
Narank. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, if she wants to come with us, not forcing anyone, but it'd be good experience.
When I first met these
integration into
people,
the-
I had
into the
never
group.
travelled to a different plane either, and now these apparently for these people it is commonplace. I assure you, nothing bad will happen.
You nothing bad. Have you looked outside?
I mean, compared to that, what we're about to do is, you know,
I don't know
nice
what
stomach
happened,
walk.
but
He-
outside's kind of ruined.
Yeah, but we
Killed an
won.
elder god.
So, yeah, we won.
Oh, okay.
Well, we didn't kill him, but
The
We,
rock,
we,
shut
we
the
beat
fuck up.
him.
As I said, these people make the strange seem commonplace. They make the otherworldly seem normal. It is sort of their thing.
The
May I
court's
s-
really proud.
Yes. Before we travel any other plane, we visit somewhere with some form of shop so I can stock up. There's a few things I need. Specifically, diamonds.
I
Yeah.
don't think we'll find that today, man.
To be honest with you, I mean, like, I agree, we need that, but I mean, like, it's just a small trip to the 9 L's. I mean, we'll be fine.
5 minute trip.
It's
5
just
minute
the first
adventure.
layer.
In and out,
We'll be all
in and
right.
out. We'll be in, get what we need,
Then-
out again. Quick
Yeah.
and easy, quick and easy. Less than a day.
All right.
I have
How
2
about this?
diamonds.
All right.
That's more than enough. You got more than one. Or more than none.
Either way,
Yeah, that's better. Better than
if
none.
we're gonna bring Trim along, she's yours to watch after, Nicole. Since you're
Why?
vouching for her,
Oh.
you spoke up for her.
All right
The
then.
same as you babysit Freddy.
Exactly.
I can. Excuse me. I mean, like I can look after myself. I just.
Yeah, no wrong. Don't
I'm
condescend to her.
gonna
Just because she's
kneel down
little
in front of
and it's
Trim.
easy to do.
Just because she's little. All right, all right, all right.
I mean, yeah, like I'm 6'3". Like I'll
Subtle.
talk to you basically.
Fucking lay down.
I'm gonna kneel down in front of Trim. How is
Feel
it that
proud.
you defend yourself?
It might be easier if I just follow me and I find a door and like go outside in the street.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Okay.
follow.
Yeah.
I'll follow. Oh yeah.
Go back the way you came in,
It's
and
not hard.
you
It's
find
just about
yourself
half the span that we do.
yeah, true.
Yeah, actually.
25 feet movement speed, by the way.
And just like for dramatic
Uh-huh.
effect here, what's the?
It's
I know it makes a bit more sense, but I can do this. I'm gonna do it. So we get outside, and I say you might wanna stand back a little bit, and I
Okay.
put like, I'd say like 20 feet between me and the group, and where we're in, it's not like a narrow street. Like, is it a
No,
fairly
it's kind of like
open
in
street?
the combination of like the front yard of the building that kind of disguises itself as for the sanctuary and the street.
Okay. And I will use wild shape and turn into an Allosaurus, and all of a sudden this 2-foot halfling becomes a fucking dinosaur in front of you, with the harness still visible and worn on the dinosaur and the gem glowing.
Bran just laughs.
And I let out a roar, which still sounds a bit pathetic and like not quite fitting the dinosaur. Like it sounds like it could be stronger, but I tried. It's like when baby Simba roared in The Lion King.
Is it like a cat that's like 3 weeks old and mildly perturbed?
Haha. Okay. Yes.
Oh,
Nicole just looks
She's
happy. He's
coming.
like, I like her. I like this. I can get behind.
Kind of want Laura to just imitate the roar, like.
Ow.
Same.
Just do the most
Roar.
pitiful roar you can.
Get like a soundboard is what you need. Just like,
Get a soundboard for every character.
like just imagine the Simba, baby Simba roar, like the. you hear that. That's what I do.
There we go.
Perfect.
Promise dinosaur looks scary, then you hear that, and it's like, well, that was
That's
Amazing.
perfect.
I love that.
Amazing.
That's
Oh my
amazing.
fucking Carly, just get Tika.
And then I do like a tail whip, but I accidentally knock I think whatever's nearest to me, like would there be a tree or a building? I want to knock something over by accident,
You'll
and then kind of
probably-
look at it.
You'll probably knock over like part of like the fence that is kind
Okay,
of
so
separating.
I do
the-
that. I knock over the fence. I kind of like, oh, and you see the dinosaur eyes widen, and then I shrink back down. I go, oh, I didn't mean to do that.
I'll walk over
Back to
and
the
I'll
half-life.
use mending.
What? You're mending a fence?
I don't think it meant
That's not mendable, homie. She fucking
yeah,
tail
that's not
whipped
mendable, bro.
a
No.
fence. That's not mendable.
Much
No.
too big to mend.
Yes.
I could do multiple castings for each, like.
If you want to
split.
spend the next 15 minutes mending a fence, go for it, but it's not a one man thing.
But Brad, we're leaving you behind.
Yeah, you're not coming with this
I,
animal.
I'll go over. I realise that it's gonna take me time and just sort of put the pieces neatly by it to fix later.
And I try and help. Put them back. And I'm like, oh man.
Are you
I
still a
need to pay
dinosaur?
more-
You're like,
no, I
trying
said,
to pick them up for you.
no, I said I
dinosaur.
turned back. I
She
turned
turned
back, and
back,
I was like,
yeah,
oh, I
yeah.
didn't mean to, and I felt bad,
Breaks
so that's
more
why I was trying
things
to
trying
fix
to
it.
help.
I can
Yeah, and
fix
I'm
it
like-
later. It's fine.
Well, Trim, that was certainly impressive. I mean, yeah, you.
I'm pretty sure that none of you have ever seen a dinosaur before, so you have no idea
Nope.
what fucking creature that was that you turned into.
But
It
was
looked like
taller than
it,
wanted to
it
bite
looked
me.
it looked enough
For
like a
those who don't-
dragon
and
when the
Alice-
cool is convinced it's probably a dragon.
An Allosaurus, for anyone who wasn't big into dinosaurs, it's in the T-Rex kind of family. So imagine something like that.
to
It's
Bran,
slightly
you
different
are-
head shape, a bit different arms. Like,
To Bran, you are what he imagines orcs keep as pet, but like massive.
Right then,
So, she can take care of herself. I think that's been.
let's,
Have I ever
Who
read
would-
about dinosaurs?
oh my God.
Roll a history check.
I mean, have I ever read about
This is
dinosaurs?
important
You-
information.
Have you ever read?
Yes.
Oops, I
fuck
just rolled
you.
that off the table.
I'm hard intelligence, the brand dickhead.
Bran has.
Has
Uh,
Brian
I got
ever
a-
fucking read?
I got a 21.
Yeah, religious.
21? Yeah,
Yeah.
you've read about dinosaurs, creatures that are nowadays very rare, not very common in any of the places, like because of the fact that they need very extreme, like living circumstances in order to properly survive. But yeah, you've heard of creatures in that like range from reading. Never seen one before though, until now.
Right then. So, I mean, we can't do any more prep, I suppose. So, shall we? Who's got the port? Wrong was you with Bag Olden, or?
Yeah, I got it. I will pull out the Nine Hells portal.
we're doing this now, like right now.
Yep,
mean,
yes.
I
no
will
time like
smash
the
the
present.
portal and walk through.
And I will walk on in after him.
I'll let Trim go before me and then go in.
Oh, I was gonna run to Freddy and just kind of like grab onto his robes and walk in when he went in. But
Ugh.
if you're gonna wait, then I guess I'll just go. If I see you waiting for me, I'll be like, oh, my turn. Okay, and then walk in by myself.
Then I will go.
Me and Freddy, so to you, my friend.
So as you all enter the portal to the Nine Hells, you all appear in the first of the Nine Hells. First layer, the first circle, whatever you want to call it. On a kind of barren red wasteland. And in the distance, you can see what looks like city walls, kind of just popping out above the horizon. You see a road that travels towards said city. You can see as you look around you and look up, a bunch of very large winged creatures kind of flapping about. On the road, you can see there's a lot of people traveling, all kinds of different demons, and kind of just walking around. A lot of tieflings too. They really don't seem to pay attention to you, as they're kind of just too busy caring about themselves. The occasional like imp kind of just look at you and just kind of talk to his imp friends and just kind of going.
Does anyone happen to have brought a hat of disguise? I feel anyone is unlikely to blag their way around here. It's me.
I will throw him my hat of disguise.
I will turn into a.
Oh, Kiseran should have
Red
left you
tiefling.
guys hers. Fuck.
What are
When
you
just
going to turn
choosing,
into,
I'm just
Abran? What are you turning yourself into? Sorry.
A red tiefling.
Red tiefling. Alright.
Copycat.
Alright.
Don't know many tieflings, unfortunately, Actanis. So
Identity theft is
Imitation.
not a joke.
I'd
did
like,
imitation is the
that.
highest form of flattery.
I'd like to say in Infernal, if you're going to look the part, please tell me you can speak the part.
Bomb, bomb.
Bran just looks at you.
I want to facepalm.
To you, what Fred said just sounded like that. You've no fucking idea what the fuck he just said.
I'm assuming that, like, just naturally, Bran is uncomfortable here. Like,
I was just saying, like, it's fine. You can say
there's,
tongue
I'm
is cut
sure
out.
there's
and then
flavor
fun.
text somewhere in the book that's like,
As a man who's been raised as, you know, especially with your Aasimar blood being everything that fiends, demons, and devils despise, yeah, you feel a little out of place.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. Bran looks nervous. Keeps scratching his arms a lot.
I'm gonna like start to walk forward and like when I pass him Pam on the shoulder and just say it's fine. If anyone asks, I cut out your tongue. That's why you can't talk. There you go. Problem solving.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you remember what our instructions were once we got here?
No. To be honest with you, the only bit of information I've got is about the abyss. So, you know, I know the guy's name that we've got. You know, got to find and got to kill this guy. He's a dreadlord. Hellnooses. I know. I don't read like names. names
So
not my
our
thing.
plan is to go from a round trip through the layers of hell into the abyss to slay a dreadlord.
I mean,
Just all in a
No.
day's work.
you know,
Because-
in and out trip.
Another bit
Comes
of
on
information.
vacation.
Another bit of information that you've gotten that Hellnesses likes to frequent the markets of a specific city, the Nine Hells, because of its slave trade, where he likes to go buy slaves to serve him in his.
Okay. Now we just gotta figure out the city. Are there any cities on the horizon?
Yeah, like I said, you can see in the distance some walls pop up, and you can see a road leading to it, which is enough reason for you to be like, oh, that's probably a city or something.
Yep. All right. I suggest we head to the city and look for this slave market trade.
Well, assuming this is the right city, yeah.
Meh.
If it's not, we can get some answers. I will
I
head
mean,
off
that's
towards the
true.
city.
And I will follow.
hmm
You guys, who's leading?
I am.
I'm not.
I'm gonna stay very close to Actanis.
Gonna be next to Norm.
All right. So you guys are all walking down the road. You pass some creatures on your way there. Creatures that are 7 different shades of ugly. Some creatures that just kind of look like just a pile of goop, kind of just all keeping itself together, just kind of rolling along like a big slug. A lot of imps, a lot of smaller devils and demons. As you get closer to the walls in the distance, you start to see buildings rise above the walls. Different, all built with what looks like a brick-like material, but very, very soot-stained, and you can see red, like redstone coloring kind of mixed throughout.
So we're in Britain.
No, not like that. It's like a gray brick, but there's just some red like in the mix there. It's not like red bricks. It's just there's also like red kind of mixed in with gray, and very soot stained. As you get closer to the wall, you can see now that there's a gate guarded by creatures that I'm pretty sure you never encountered, but they look very human in a way, but are armored in this black plate armor, female looking, carrying a very large whip. And as you approach the gates, what's that, Gypsy?
As religion boy of the group, would I reckon?
Roll. I'd say, is this something you would have read about, or is this something that you would have been taught? I think this is something you would have kind of been both. I'd say religion or history, whichever one is best for you.
History is a -1, so we're gonna take religion, so that's a 10.
10?
Yeah.
You've heard of several fiendish creatures that kind of fit this description. You're not sure exactly.
But basically everything here stands up to me as fiendish.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
As you approach one of these female looking humans, question mark, speak up in Infernal and ask, what is your business here? In Infernal.
I'm going to respond in Infernal. Looking for the slave trade to know where I can find it.
Kind of looks and looks at the rest of the group. Are these your property?
Yes.
Deception.
None of us can
I
assist.
kind of figured this is what was going to have to happen the minute you mentioned a slave trade.
Mm-hmm.
None of us can assist because none of us speak it.
Deception. Okay,
Speak for yourself.
that's 14.
She kind of eyes the rest of the group and then looks at you now, Octanus, since you're the one that kind of is doing the talking. Why are these slaves not cuffed, bound in any way, shape, or form?
I ran out of bindings, but they couldn't get very far even if they tried.
Right, well, I can let you enter the city of Kal'Zhir, but you're going to have to shackle the property. She goes into the city, like kind of goes around the wall, comes back a few seconds later with a bunch of sets of manacles that all seem to be connected together. Whereas like you can shackle everyone and kind of have them line up in a line and all be bound by the same, like, so that they're all kind of stuck together and they're also shackled at the same time.
I'm gonna approach Actarnis, and I'm gonna say into Actarnis's head, using message, hit me, and I'm gonna say in Infernal, Master, please feed us. We haven't eaten in days.
I'm gonna punch him in the face real hard with my metal arm.
Roll an attack. With your metal arm, you bitch!
Overkill.
To hit.
What?
22.
That
You're
misses.
sure that'll hit. Alright, so yeah, what's the damage for an unarmed strike with the metal arm again?
D4
Uh,
strength, pretty sure.
Is it D4 plus
Well,
strength?
no, but with the metal arm, does it get
For the
extra?
Metal
arm,
strength, it should be D4.
+2 bonus to damage.
Okay,
Because
so
the metal
it's
arm, yeah.
Yeah.
so it's I believe it's just your strength modifier and then plus an extra +2 then,
Then
right?
plus
Yeah, D4
Yeah.
plus strength plus 2.
I don't think it's D4 because that's
No,
a monk.
it's not
That's,
D4.
that's
It's
a
just
monk
strength
thing.
plus 2.
So
Oh, just
unarmed
strength.
strike is
Oh,
always
oh.
1 plus your strength modifier.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
plus an
for an
extra
ally.
+2. Yeah.
D4 is for monk.
I
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, that's a
So-
monk
monks
thing, my
have
bad.
my claws.
So what's your strength modifier, Octanus?
And drunken
Plus
bastards.
3.
So you
So,
deal 6 points of
six.
damage then total. As you just
There
fucking
you go.
clock Freddy across the face. And you see, as this happens, you see a smirk kind of appear on the face of these two creatures standing guard. As you take your time to shackle everyone and make sure that everyone is. Are you shackling Tiefling Aberrant?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Could have been a bodyguard.
Fair enough.
Too late.
All right. So you shackle everyone, and as you're done shackling everybody,
Can I be shackled near Freddy?
as you shackle everyone, the creature walks up to you and says, "Just make sure you get to the market square. Sign your name on a document provided to you, and a market stall will be, or a market stall space will be appointed to you, and you can just kind of do whatever you need to do to sell these creatures."
Thank you. Okay, let's go. Then I will tug them into the city.
The best
And
bit
when-
is, I wonder how that looks to the rest of the group who don't speak
Yeah.
Infernal. I just
But when-
Tarnis say something and Tarnis just lamps me.
Yeah, once we get past in the gates away from the guards, I want to whisper, like, towards Freddy. Are you okay? Why did she do that?
I'll message because it's quiet and just say,
I was whispering, hopefully it was quiet. But...
yeah, I'll just say, we were just putting on a display to trick the guards. That is all. I am fine.
And then I want to reach out to just touch his like leg while we're walking and cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Aw.
Oh,
Dog.
As
Compresses
we're being,
your
Are there any
magically.
people around us? Like,
as we're being dragged in, I'd like to like kind of dig my heels in a little bit and like not go as willingly as others. It's
How
kinda-
much do you heal, 34?
I'm rolling now. It's a
We're
oh well, that's
grudgingly.
garbage. All right.
Wait, so our
D8
hands linked to
plus
our
my
feet?
spellcasting modifier, so he heals for
Oh yeah, I think it's hands to feet.
8 hit points.
Yeah, that's enough.
done.
And it's a verbal and somatic, so I just have to touch and say it. So I was trying to whisper the incantation really quietly, because now that I know, I get the gist of this charade we're doing. I don't want people to hear me
Poor
saying that.
Trim, man. Takes in 9 hells and then now made like a fake
The way
snake.
you're bound,
Man.
Soka or Naronk, is all your hands are bound,
Fake?
and all
Yeah.
those shackles are like attached to this
Linked
one
by the
long.
feet. Yep.
No.
Oh.
No secrets, damn.
You're shackled by the hands, but all these shackles are attached to this longer chain that makes you all
Okay.
part of the same like link. So there's you
Okay, so our
can't
feet are
really
not shackled.
you're not shackled because you need to walk, but you can't like scatter because you're all tied together.
Yep.
Sense.
We have to scatter at the same time, which makes you a big target.
I mean that means you don't scatter because that's the whole thing of scattering is everyone goes a different direction, which you can't do.
We try, alright?
So as you walk into the streets of Kal'Zhir, you can see that there's a lot of red crystals lighting up the city and also emanating a lot of heat. A lot of
Do they look? Oh, the never
Related.
mind. I was like, do they look similar to the crystal on my head? I'm kind
no,
of. I
they're
keep-
very jagged.
Okay.
Some are held up on like wooden sticks, almost like they were torches. You also notice by walking down this main street that the population of this city varies from tieflings to a lot of fire genasi and just a big variety of lesser demons. From lemures to spiked or chain devils to imps. There's a bunch of different shit going around.
Like to look at how the chains are? The manacles are locked. Are they locked with a key, or is it some sort of release, or?
It's they handed Octanus the key to the shackles.
Okay.
When you mentioned Fire Ganassi, I like looked at Laura to see her reaction, then remembered she's not playing Kiseran anymore.
Yeah.
I think we all did because I also
Yep.
looked at Laura and went, oh wait.
I am
the
going
end of
to
an era.
lean over. We're chained, right? But can I lean over to Octanus, or am I chained?
Yeah.
Then I'll lean over to Octanus and be like, do you not think, in a whisper, do you not think it would be a better idea to have at least me unchained as guard, seeing as I can pass as a tiefling?
You can't speak Infernal. My whole thing is that I cut out your tongue. Why would I cut out your tongue if you were my friend? That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't have to be you that cut out my tongue. Be a great bodyguard without talking.
No.
How normal would it be for me
It's
to
too
get
late.
out of these shackles, Dutch? Being a man of many thieveries.
I mean, you can pick locks easily, but picking a lock of the shackles that your own hands are tied by is.
Yeah.
You can try, but it's
Yeah.
tough.
Okay. I was just curious. You know.
So as you walk, this road leads. There's a lot of different people, like I explained, tieflings, fire ganassi, bunch of demons, kind of doing their thing. Some of them like hushly whispering to each other as you guys walk past. If you follow this main road, you immediately get to what looks like a square with a bunch of market stalls set up, and there's a sign just put in the middle of the path that has something written on it in Infernal.
I don't speak your language.
I think Bell is
Bell
muted.
is muted.
Oh, you're
Bell
muted.
is muted.
Yeah. What does it say that I can read?
When the bell, or when the clock strikes, or when the bell tolls, I guess. When the bell tolls 5 times, register your slaves and prepare for selling. It's very roughly translated to common.
Okay. I'm gonna repeat that quietly to Abaran.
And you also see now in the distance just this large clock tower almost. This large, made of just a bunch of red rock, very rough, very jagged, doesn't really look like anything else in the city. It's definitely a landmark of the city. It also towers above any other building. And you can see a large red bell on the top of this spire, tower, whatever you want to call it.
I'm gonna keep following the instructions given to me by the person at the gate.
Alright. Yeah, she basically told you to, sign up here and here, but the sign tells you that you can do that once the bell tolls 5 times. So this is not really much for you to do right now. Make a perception check.
Okay. Perception 10.
Okay. You don't see a whole lot around. You can see some buildings, but you're not sure. There's one building that does have some some things standing outside it, seemingly holding a cup with some sorts, leading you to believe that that might be somewhat of an inn-type situation.
Question. When we learned that this guy frequents the slave market, did we learn anything about his preference for slaves? Okay.
We don't even know what this guy looks like. I have no idea.
All we know he's probably a fancy-looking guy.
Fancy guy who's got a big fuck off axe. That's all we know.
Yep.
Message. Artanis, it might be a good idea to try find out what this man or thing looks for in his slaves.
How do you suppose I do that?
Ask around, inquire. I'm sure someone will know him.
I'm gonna head into what looked like an inn.
Okay. You're gonna leave your slaves outside?
Yeah.
I should have. Where is she going? No, where is she going?
Well, I'll do before I leave. I'll just like discreetly unshackle Aberrant so it looks like he's posted guard.
You walk inside as Tiefling Aberrant kind of keeps watch over the rest of the group. Aberrant, you see that there's a couple of like chain devils looking at you, kind of whispering to each other. As you go inside, Octanus, once you get closer to the inn, you see a sign that says, what is it at? Where is it at? Irichsal, which is infernal for last resort. When you enter, you can see a couple of patrons sitting, drinking, eating liquids and foods you've never seen before. And you can see that behind the bar kind of floats an imp, lifting up glasses, filling them up with some goopy looking liquid, handing it to patrons.
I'll go up to like the innkeeper, I guess, or whatever.
The imp keeper.
Imp keeper.
Shut the
God
fuck
For
damn.
up.
fuck's sake.
I hate you.
I want you to die.
Brand punches Nicole repeatedly. No, I'm kidding. Although I'm not gonna punch Nicole, but I am gonna do my best to appear as if I am keeping an eye on the rest of them and potentially being intimidating.
I just look intimidated by everything right now, so
True. That
selling
helps.
it.
The imp, as you get closer, you can see that he's very beat up looking, cuts on his long nose, kind of just missing a lot of his like missing a lot of teeth, which, you know, they're imps and they're not really known for their dental hygiene, but this is extreme looking. Kind of wearing what looks like some form of like what you call those? Fucking, I lose the word, but whatever.
What does it look like?
Wearing these very loose, seemingly way too big for it, rags to kind of make it look like it's at least, you know, dressed.
Like a loincloth?
No, that's all. It will come back to me at some point. And as you approach, he just kind of looks at you and in Infernal says, "What do you want?"
What drink do you suggest?
Nothing. It's all gross.
Okay then. I'm wondering if you might be able to tell me what slaves might be favored today at the market.
It depends on who's buying.
Shit, I forgot. God damn it.
You looking for the name of the Dreadlords?
I had it. I don't know what. I can't think. Oh my god.
Hellnooses. I'll be nice.
Okay, I will repeat that. I can't say that.
Hellnooses.
Hell nooses.
Yeah. He favors anything that is he's a collector of sorts, so he wants just one of any kind, really. So as long as you have a large variety of creatures, I reckon you'll be alright.
Thanks.
You want to know more about this fella? There's a guy upstairs that used to work for him. If that is of any help.
It is. Thanks. I'll go up the stairs then. Yeah.
As you go upstairs, you can just feel the eyes of this, it's like looking at you until you disappear out of sight.
That's creepy.
Alright. When you get upstairs, typically what you expect in an inn-type situation is a bunch of bedrooms, but instead, you find a group of tables set up, and one table has 3 creatures sitting around it playing a card game, it seems like. See a fire ganassi with a long red beard, very like short hair, very very soot-stained skin, wearing what looks like some form of leather armor. You also see a creature you recognize from the guards out the gates, a similar looking female esque creature. And you can see a very well dressed, red leathery wings, red skinned Cambion that looks at you directly, and as you walk in, he kind of stands up and says, "Now I do recognize you." As it takes a while to sit in, but this is the same Cambion that made that deal with Iron Deck. You encountered a couple of times.
Oh, fuck. Oh, this is not the person that Tana seems to be facing alone.
This is
Fuck.
not good.
Oh,
I remember you
we're having
too.
a great time outside.
Can't you play along?
Sure. I'll go and sit down at the table.
Right. He kind of looks at his the 2 other players, and begins dealing everybody 3 cards. And without really paying attention to the game, he just asks you, "I hope there's no hard feelings about that whole thing that went down at the circus. If anything, you helped me out a lot getting rid of that Iron Deck fella. He was in a little over his head, and I reckon he wouldn't have fulfilled his end of the bargain anyway."
Yeah, I doubt that he would have. If he breathed anymore.
Right. Excuse me. I have no time for charades. If there's something you need to discuss, just let me know. We don't have to play this game. I can send my 2 associates door and we can talk.
Yeah, I'm wondering about a man called Helmnuses.
He looks at you. Looks at the 2 creatures next to him and just kind of... They both got up and they leave. Close the door behind them. He kind of kicks his feet up on the table very nonchalantly. Still wearing that like very well dressed, like, you know, almost like a suit. Just kicks his legs on the table. Now, why would you want to know how this seems?
Consider me an interested seller.
Seller.
Mm.
Roll a deception check.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Deception. 16?
Kind of looks at you, chuckles a bit. Right, so you expect me to believe that you left all your friends behind and started to trade?
No, my friends are downstairs. It's the slaves I'm trying to trade.
Ah, I see. Now, what is it that Helen says has that you're interested in? Why do you want to be close to him?
I don't think I really need to tell you. I'm sure you could
Well, I
probably
think you
guess.
do.
What, so you're not brave enough to guess?
Onassis is a man of interesting taste, a collector, not just of slaves, but of many things. Be many things in his possession that you desire.
He's collected a weapon I'm interested in.
Right. Now, so your plan is see if he's here at the slave market because you learned that that's something he does a lot. And then what? You're gonna just kill him out here in the streets? Take his weapon?
No. Was wondering if you might give me more information so I could build a better plan.
Oh, you come down here so unprepared.
Meh. It's kind of our trademark.
Well, I think I can help out, but I'm gonna have to make a little deal.
Why am I not surprised?
Kind of my trademark, really. Whenever I do someone a favor, they owe me a favor. It's just kind of how my business.
Question: do they actually have a concept of trademarks in this world?
Trademarks? Yes. For my convenience, yes. So, and he just kind of shakes his hand, and just this contract appears pre-written. All right. Say I provide you with some information you know about Onuses, where he likes to stay, spend the night when he's in the city, places he visits alone that are a little less public. All right. That sound like information you use?
Yes. At
Good.
what cost?
This town, city, is ruled by something. Baylor, known as Kal'Zhir. He owes me a favor when I try to come collect. His judgment is very difficult for me. I want to send him a message. You do not try and get out of a deal. Zodin, be able to deliver that message.
Sure.
Good. This Baylor has something that is important to him in the city. I want you to go kill that. Drop its head on his doorstep.
All right.
Pretty good. And he just kind of just rubs his hands and puts the contract on the table, and with his finger kind of just makes some markings on the contract, and the text kind of shifts to exactly the deal that you just made. All right, now if you were just to sign here, and he hands it to you, and there's just this dotted line. You do have a knife. You do have a knife, don't you?
I have.
She's got a fucking whole armory on her back pocket.
She doesn't have a dagger, I'll be surprised.
She has she's got cutting.
You can use mine if you want.
Yeah, I'll use his dagger. I don't have
He's-
one.
Just kind of whips a dagger
I have
from
crossbow bolts.
from his belt. Just kind of throws it up and just kind of flicks it to you.
Does on her metal arm first. by
Catch
accident.
Goes. Oh wait. Okay, I will take the knife and do the signing thing.
Okay. So yeah, you cut your hand and just kind of let some drops of blood touch the contract, and as you do, as your first drop of blood touches the contract, it immediately gets that disappears, and your name appears on the dotted line.
Which one?
Written, Sarufus.
Thought so. Okay.
Appears on the dotted line. It looks like it's written with just a very, very bright red ink. He snags the contract back, rolls it up, and just kind of stuffs it in his inside pocket of his suit jacket. Right now, whenever Helnuses buys himself some new slaves, he takes them to a mansion within the city, and when he takes them there, kind of roughs them up a bit, yes, is what you could say. Torches them till whatever spirit they had left breaks completely, and that's when he takes them back to the abyss. He'll be alone there. Some personal guards at most, but none of the city guards to look after him. That'll probably be a better bet. One thing you need to do is follow him. Strike whenever you think time to strike.
Okay. Thank you. Pleasure to do business with you.
Now about our little deal.
Yeah.
Once you're done with this little Helmus's thing, I'll provide you with the information needed. Oh, don't know if you've read the tiny lettering, but don't leave the hell. That will break contract, and wouldn't want to come after you.
Not after we became such good friends.
That's right. Right, off you go. He's kind of motions you to fuck off.
I will go downstairs, get the guys, and like kind of like go like, come on, we gotta go. Like lead them to somewhere where there is not a lot of people, if any at all.
You come out of the inn, and you, the rest of the group kind of stands there. You can also see that there's a couple of like spiked devils and chain devils that kind of moved a little closer to the group, but as you approach, they all kind of just look up and go back to their own business. There's several alleyways that you could guide your group in to have a little less people listening and watching.
Okay. So when there's no one watching, I will be like, okay, so we have a plan now, which is the good news. There is some bad news.
What did you do?
You know, remember when we were at the circus? And there was that winged thing in a suit.
I know what the Cambion is, right, Dutch?
Yeah.
You mean the Cambion?
Yeah, sure. He's the one who gave me the information, and we kind of have a job to do after. And payment.
When you say a job, like favor, you know, he just gave us a bit of info, and like, I'll do this favor for you. Like we can skip out of town, right? Like don't actually have to do this shit for him, right?
No, we actually have to do it. We can't leave the house until we've done this. We've done the thing.
Would I know what a Cambion is?
Roll a history check.
Would I know of deals with devils?
No.
I got an 18.
You know that Cambions are devils. Particularly devils that like to make deals with people and offer them contracts, which they cannot get out of unless they actually contract.
So let me get this straight. You guys once managed to turn a trip to the circus into a meeting with a devil.
No. We weren't taking a trip to the circus.
It's more complicated than that.
We could fill you in later.
Yeah.
What did you sign us up for?
We have to kill a person, and then deliver their head to another person.
What person?
Is it a bad
And
person?
to who?
I will explain the details of the deal.
No, you're gonna
I made.
explain now.
I will. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Which is
But what
Belle
details?
doesn't
You didn't
know
even
who-
ask for any, Belle.
No, I did- like,
No,
Doesn't
she
give
was
me-
saying like
I don't know.
my character explains the details.
Yeah, but Belle,
Like
Belle
Actanis
personally, Actanis
wasn't
didn't ask who
told.
the target was.
Yeah, but she
He
knows
gave
who
me
we
a
did.
location.
But
We
yeah,
know
but
about the
she-
Baylor,
no,
though,
no,
now.
but
Alright.
we do know
Yep.
we're delivering it to the head of the fucking city.
Yeah.
Baylor, like fucking
That's what
town
really
leader.
matters.
That's the important bit, guys. Not who we're killing. We're angering the head of the city. That's the bit.
as much as this information is good for us, I don't think you should have signed us up for this.
It's too late
You
now.
just- you
Sign the
just-
contract.
You
It's
just
happened.
she just agreed to kill someone. You didn't even ask
Don't.
who they were. What if it's a kid? What if it's
They're
what
a
if it's
demon, doesn't
what if it's a
matter.
I
normal
mean, we
person?
we are in
They're
the nine hells.
We're in
so-
the hells, like.
I guess that's true. I
Mhm.
haven't been here before. I don't know. I don't know much
Narong,
about
how
it.
quickly, pretty much we're gonna have to do this job, then we have to get out of here quick. Like, I'm talking, we do this, and
We do this, we drop the portal, and we're gone.
Yeah.
like, straight, like, we're not hanging about, we're not waiting,
No.
see, like, yeah, good job, you did it, it's do it, we're done. Oh, wow.
But then why'd we come here if we have to do a thing we didn't come here to do, and then we have to leave?
Because we'll do that
Because
after.
Ekana
We'll do it
signed us
after.
up for it.
Well,
Welcome
technically,
to
I
adventuring.
signed my name, so.
Oh, well, we can leave you here then. I'm joking, I wouldn't do that time, so.
I mean,
I'm
I'm so
gonna,
confused.
I'm gonna try and smile at Trim to sort of like calm her down, but it is a 6'3" tiefling, sort of uncomfortable smile.
Trim's like mildly hyperventilating a little bit because it's like she didn't think she'd be killing anyone today. Now
That's normal.
As you guys start discussing, you suddenly hear ding, 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 ding as the bell
That doesn't sound
pulls 5 times. Kind of
Ekana,
stuff that
So- Yes.
before we head out and do anything, is there any way you could maybe loosen the manacles just a little bit?
Okay.
Make it a little easier for me.
I will do that
I mean, to everyone would be nice, I'm not gonna lie.
to everyone. So,
they were a bit loose before because my wrists are a little small. But okay,
the plan I'm gonna sell one of you or something. Like, what's the plan now?
Well,
Yeah, I mean, what's that bell mean?
That I now can go and sign up as a slave seller.
I'm just
did
gonna.
you
Oh,
find out any
yeah.
information about his preference for slave?
I mean, she did tell us that he prefers
Collector
much-
of various things. So as long as one of you is.
Well,
something
we have a
different.
good variety among us.
Mhm.
It might be worth it to
Nicole
make
just kind
Bran
of
back into an Asimar.
Nicole
Yes.
just kind of looks at the ground, just been like,
I don't really want to risk Trim. Being sold.
I wanna walk over, pat Nicole on the back, and go, "Cheer up! I'm sure you will fetch a good price."
I'll fucking better.
Alright, I have a plan. I
Is it-
vote that me...
Is it better than her plan?
Probably.
No.
Not by much. I vote that me and Bran swap places. Right? Because an Asimar will stand out a lot more than a Wood Elf will.
I will counterpoint this. I think an
I agree.
Asimar stands out a bit too much in where we are.
But that will catch his eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will also catch the eye
Oh,
of
I am
everyone in
really
this
good.
city. I mean,
Yeah.
he
We'll
is.
make the price high enough.
Yeah.
No, but people like to kill. I feel like
I'll
I'm
be
exotic.
there.
I think I'm exotic enough. I don't think we need to worry about anything else. Not too many.
Is your
dragon
ego getting in the way
lords.
here?
I mean,
Nicole, you're not as important as you think you are, alright?
we'll let the slave buyers decide that, won't we? And Nicole's gonna look kind of like defiant about it. He's like, right.
Anyways.
I'm just gonna walk over to Nicole and say, I was told that everyone's important, no matter what they look like.
No, I agree with you.
Nico.
That's true. But what I'm saying is, we're all important. But like, like that's not.
Nicole, you need to take a step down on the ego, alright?
He's like flustered because he like doesn't understand, doesn't really know how to address Trim. He's like, it's an adult, but it looks like a child. So he has this moment of like, wants to be direct, but doesn't want to be too harsh, and he's just like,
For anyone who's
brainstorm.
curious,
this.
Trim is exactly my age. Trim is 27. For anyone who
Trim is.
felt like who wanted to know.
It's just like he's like, just don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Like, don't worry.
Okay, I'm gonna nod at Naronk and Aberrandinate, so you're switching places with each other.
If Bran's alright with that.
know how I feel about that.
It'll only be for a little bit. We'll be coming to get you.
I'm
Immediately.
not gonna lie. I think he might be like it's not like this one moment.
Take
Think
off
about
the hat,
everyone
disguise.
around.
Okay.
Right.
Switch.
I mean, you're gonna have to carry my shield and my sword and my flail probably.
Okay.
I will.
Shit, I still have brutality just attached to me.
Yeah, we are all just covered in weapons.
That is a.
Oh.
We should probably give our weapons over to Atanis. I'll put them in the bag of holding.
So
Yeah,
we can
that's
put
it.
them in the bag of holding if you
I'll
guys
take
want.
mine off and hand them to whoever has the bag of holding.
Same.
Question, DM. Would our stuff fit in this bag of holding? Especially
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
for example, a giant fucking great club.
Yeah, because it's all weight
It's
determined.
magic.
It's not
I
size
doubt my
determined. It's
plate
weight
mail will
determined.
fit, but
So yeah, it will.
Plus, it's magic, so I feel like we could shrink it down if we wanted to.
Everything fits.
No, that's not.
just give it to Trim. Have it bind to her
What about-
size.
The bag of holding is a pocket dimension. Like,
Yeah, but it has the
Yeah.
space
Yeah.
for fight weapon.
yeah, but it's a weight thing. It's not.
It's
you know,
it's weight, not like physical
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
I think it's both, but
No,
DM
it's weight. It's
It's
purely
alright.
weight.
The best
Okay.
bit is I'll get to keep my
It all
armor.
fits. It all fits.
Yeah, you guys will
Same.
always keep your
I can see my armor. I am wearing.
Yeah.
My skin is.
You guys probably don't even realize I am wearing armor. Because my armor is magic and shapeshifts into normal clothes.
My armor is staying
I
on me.
will-
It's not coming off.
I will then take the bag of holding, keep
Okay.
it on me, and then shackle everyone up again.
I
Alright.
will
With
very
Aberrant.
reluctantly
And
hand over brutality,
I'm keeping my armor on, but I'm giving
Yeah.
it.
and also my sword.
I need to
Reluctantly.
keep my flail.
I will turn into a red tiefling. You know what? Yeah. And I want to make the outfit so that it kind of hides my gun on my person.
Ow.
Maybe. So go and stick up.
You
It's
could
ready
just
to
use your
rifle.
pepper box for now because that's smaller and easier to conceal.
Yeah, it's just.
You have to consider the gun. for
Yeah.
upgrading.
I,
Yeah.
Kind of
Okay.
disguise
I'll
can
put my.
change your
I'll
outfit,
put
can't
that
it?
song.
It can, but he's like, I'm trying like. He says,
Yeah,
I would
no,
like
I
to
know.
well, I'm
get
not gonna say anything
clothing.
then, because he can figure it out.
Actually,
I want to get
Can I
clothing that hides my
stream
weapons. And I'm like, okay, how? Like,
could I be a red tiefling in a trench coat? With
So
my
you're Hellboy.
rifle strapped more to my shoulder,
You're
so it's aimed
Hellboy.
down lower,
yeah, sure,
covered by the trench coat. All
yeah,
right,
sure.
Okay.
do it then.
All right.
will
As you
quickly-
guys kind of leave this alleyway now, as Thomas kind of pulls you forward, you suddenly see that this market that was previously empty is suddenly just filled with creatures setting up their little areas. You can see there's this fuck off big Goristro stomping around, lining up a bunch of what look like
Scary.
children of all kinds of races kind of lined up. You can see another corner, a Cambion, setting up a stall that doesn't really seem to be selling just slaves, just a bunch of different like trinkets and odds and ends. But this market is definitely known for its slave trade, but there's also other things that are being sold here at the same time. And you can see that slowly the market begins to fill up. See a queue kind of form in front of tiny little like tiny little like pedestal almost that has fucking what are they called? Sitting behind it, a lemure, which is just pretty much just a pile of goop, a fleshy pile of goop with a mouth and eyes. And you can see people just signing their name on a piece of paper, and then the mirror giving them instructions where on the market they get to stand and offer their wares. So what do you do?
I'm going forward to put my name down.
Okay, so you're gonna queue up.
Yeah.
Yeah, queue goes pretty quickly. It's actually just a bunch of people just writing their name down. And as you get to the pedestal, you can see just there's a book folded open, and just an inkwell with a feather in it. It's very, very, very over the top. And Lemire just kind of looks at you, waiting for you to sign.
I'm going to sign to Rufus.
He kind of looks at you and shifts his body into the direction of the northeastern corner of the square. Just pointing at it. No, nothing's not saying anything.
Okay, I'm going to go over there and set up at one of the empty stalls in that area.
Alright. You take the rest of the, do you take your slaves with you?
Yeah.
How are you setting this up?
I'm just gonna like line them up behind me, like wherever the stall is, and then just stand off to the side with Naronk on the other side.
Alright. As you all look around, you can see definitely there's a couple of stalls, like more than a couple, like 4 to 5 stalls, or like just designated areas. Definitely have slaves to trade, but you can see that approximately 6 to 7 other stalls on this market are selling all kinds of different wares, from trinkets to weapons to just a bunch of random shit from all over the different realms.
Out of character, been sold into slavery is not how I expected today's session to go.
I know.
Just a bunch of different sold, from slaves to animals to weapons to trinkets, a bunch of different things. Market is starting to fill up. You can hear it's a bunch of infernal yelling. One stall trying to overplay the stall next to him. Whoa! Typical, very typical. I feel like every market kind of has that, where it's like people just shouting over the top of their lungs to make sure that people come to look at their wares instead of their neighbors, type of thing.
Kitchen armor here.
But it's all in Infernal, and so to all of you, besides the ones that speak Infernal, it's just a bunch of, that's literally all you get. And at first, your stall or your area is a little quiet, but eventually, a creature walks up, dressed in leather armor, purple skin, long black hair, kind of eyeballing Friedrich. Infernal goes to speak to you, Octanus. How much for the human?
How much can you give me?
Well, I'd like some more information first. How old is he? Where's he from? What's he done in his life? How much spirit does he have left in him?
Time to find out how well Octanus listens.
Not very well to Friedrich. Okay.
Fuck.
This one looks younger than he is. He's from Segalia. He's from a noble family, but he was pretty easy to catch even as a nobleman. He isn't very spiritual, to be honest. He's kind of lazy.
Way to upsell your wares there.
See, because it's like half true, half lie. I'm gonna just make it a performance check. How well sell this?
I mean, she kind of wants to undersell in the sense
Yeah,
of,
like that's the point. I don't actually
Yeah.
want to sell anyone.
This is true.
trying to go for
15.
make
kind
it sound
of,
shameless for a lot of gold.
She grabs a whip from her side and kind of just at Friedrich, seeing what the response would be. So Freddy, you just see this succubus kind of just whip at you.
I want to dramatically oversell my panic.
Okay.
Like start like flailing around and screaming.
Roll a performance check.
Okay.
I mean, he wins these.
This could be
I mean,
good or
Depending-
bad.
I win
Depending-
everything. You gotta...
Depending on how badly he flails around, because I was shackled next to him, and I'm sure there's already been a tension because I'm so short. The normal length between people's like the reach
24.
between hands. He probably knocks me
24?
over, or like, and I fall.
So
or
judging
something.
by your panicked reaction, she kind of giggles to herself. You still have him at the end of the afternoon. I'll come back for him.
Well, thanks.
Before she goes, she does one more little like to Freddy, and then walks off to the next stall.
Jesus, dude.
I'm still like flailing and screaming until she's well out of earshot.
All right.
Trent falls on the ground because of him.
Yep.
More people kind of come by. A lot of people eyeball Aberan, as Asimars fetch a really pretty penny, especially as slaves down here. None of them really approach you. And then a couple of hours into this market thing, you've had chats with some creatures, varying creatures, about your different slaves, but for the sake of not having to, yeah, for brevity, I guess, I'm not gonna go over every fucking conversation. You can see a couple of imps kind of surround Trim and kind of pull her hair, pull her ears, just fucking with her and then flying off again. Roll a perception check, Thomas.
Okay. Oh god.
Do I guess roll 2?
Ooh, that was pretty good. Perception, dirty 20. Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
You see a couple stalls down the line, a stall that sells, for as far as you can tell, a bunch of trinkets, odds and ends. A familiar figure. Large turban on his head, fancy robes, and as he turns towards you, you recognize that this is Haran. Doing some shopping.
Oh god.
As he walks in your direction, stops for a
That's
second,
unfortunate.
looks at all of you. What are you guys doing here?
Fuck off.
Okay. I'm just gonna like make motions so that to other people it looks like I'm trying to sell the slaves. And then just say like we're on a mission, okay? We're trying to, this is just a means to an end.
Sounds almost even worse.
You're being vague.
So you're pretending to sell your friends as slaves.
Yes.
Stupid?
Yes. Yes, we
It's
are.
it's
Haran saying what?
arguable, yes.
Just kind of stops for a second and really tries to. Why are you here?
We're looking for something.
This is the best way to do it?
Yeah, apparently.
Right, well. Decide finally that this is a stupid plan. I'll be in the inn. Some actual. This is idiotic.
Kind of
What
weird.
happens if you actually sell someone or piss off someone that wants to buy and you do not agree? Huh? Thought about that?
It'll be fine.
You'll be fine?
It'll be fine.
Do you have any idea where you are?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Well, clearly you don't. Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me that you made a deal with the devil as well.
Actually,
About that.
Right. Well, about done with my shopping today, but I guess I'll stick around just in case you want some help. All right, I'll be in the game.
Thanks.
And he just walks away, just kind of really just.
Please tell me he audibly facepalms as walking away.
Yeah.
And
You
please
can-
tell me
Big
he
smack.
tells Kiseran at some point, so I can send an angrily worded letter back to the headquarters at some point, just to be like, "You fucking what?" The day I leave.
As he walks away, you can see just his head tilt as he like he's fucking. He's
You're a thick smack.
impressed by your stupidity. Shortly after that, you suddenly see something else walk onto market. A large, pale-skinned humanoid wearing black plate armor with golden finishes, 2 large horns on his forehead, purple leathery wings. Creature you've not seen before. As this creature approaches certain stands, quiet suddenly appears. Like everybody stops talking and kind of gives him room, giving you the impression that it's somewhat of an important figure. I would like you to roll a perception check.
Oh, okay. Okay. Perception. 15?
You see this creature is carrying a variety of weapons, one of which is a very, very interesting looking great axe, kind of looking like the description given by how Syria kind of looks. By just the fact that everybody falls quiet whenever he approaches. You can assume that this might be him. He kind of goes around the markets and eventually gets to your stall. Looks at your slaves and looks at Aberan in particular. And then looks at you. And in Infernal, never tortured spirit out of an Asimar. How much?
Shit. I don't know how much
I
that
know
is.
what I know what I'd say.
Pick a number.
Price doesn't have to always just be money.
How much is Aberon worth to you?
I don't know.
1 gold.
One copper.
I'm gonna say 10 platinum.
Oh, that is a deal. That is cheap. And he slaps down the 10
That's fine.
platinum.
You
Let's
sold
go.
And to
me
kick Octanus out of the Heroes of Exile.
Yeah, I have.
Walks up. He walks
I don't
up
know.
to.
We're
he-
firing Octanus. This is too much.
He
Straw
walks
broke
up
camel's
to
back.
Aberan, snaps the chains that like connect him to the rest of the group, and first of all looks at you, Aberan, and as he towers above you, he's going to just lift you up over his shoulder and walks off with you. Are you gonna allow this to
Okay,
happen?
bye.
I don't know. Fuck it. Let's find out. Am I gonna let this happen?
You could have asked like 100,000 gold, man.
Going
I
all
know.
For the right.
Or you could have been
I
like,
know.
that axe, the
Okay.
thing we want. You could have
That's
asked for
fine.
the fucking thing, the reason we're here.
And as you
Oh, yeah, that's
see,
true.
this being walk off with your friend Aberan and leave the market square, and take a little break.
Oh
Shit.
my
I'm
god.
gonna beat
Panic
Bo with
so
a
bad.
brick, dude.
But wait,
Oh
wait,
my God.
okay. Before, I was gonna say, I was waiting to see if anyone else did anything, but if no one does, like, Trim's looking around wildly, like, hello? Are we,
Actually, I'm in disguise.
if nothing, if no
Yeah,
one
you are.
else,
I want to follow.
So we're gonna take a break.
That
Folks.
is-
Okay.
We're gonna take a break.
so I had a thing I was gonna do if no one else
This
did
might
anything,
be
but-
the dumbest plan we've ever had, and that is
Oh,
saying
absolutely.
something. We've had some fucking dumb plans.
I'll be
Yeah.
back in a minute. I need to go
This-
cry.
Ectonus
This-
plans, yay!
This plan in theory
Not
had
yet.
a great
Plan
idea.
infuriating.
Dude, holy
10
shit!
plat! 10?
Platinum.
We could have made
Panicked.
1,000 platinum.
My armor alone is worth more than
You
that.
could have asked like 100,000 gold, man, or like the
It's
dags.
fun.
Fuck me.
Oh, that's fucking.
His
That's.
philosophy
you-
is we're
would
gonna
you-
go kill him later anyway, so
Tennis.
I should
yeah,
have
yeah.
started a
Petition,
bidding war.
petition to
Now
lower
we have
Octanus's
to.
intellect stat because time against its she doesn't
Jesus
deserve
Christ.
it, and it's fucking bullshit.
she doesn't think
All
well
right,
under
everybody,
pressure,
we're gonna go on a
including
little
me.
break here. If you're new around here, slap that follow button. Everybody here streams, so make sure to go fucking spread that love. James, thanks so much for the 500 biddies, by the way. Appreciate you. Nordic Geek,
Oh,
thanks for
and
the
it's
sub.
Dutch during the
Slade,
break.
Slade,
you might
thanks for the
know
host and raid. Appreciate y'all. See you guys in a couple minutes
See you in a bit.
as we see where the fuck the second half of this, whatever the fuck it is gonna go.
We could sell.
Yeah,
Fred
also,
for more
can we
than,
please sell me to the
sold
Wind
Brand.
Mistress?
Oh boy, and we're back.
Fucking loving Trim so much. Like,
Well, because
can't
when
get
you
enough
played
of
with
it.
her, it was
Hey,
in the
guys.
Dungeon
Welcome
World
back.
thing. So.
Hey.
Welcome back, everybody, to what's proving to be a very interesting.
I'm loving it. I don't give a shit what happens anymore. I'm loving
So
it.
fucking
Oh
bad,
boy.
I will be happy as long as I get sold to the Whip Mistress.
As long as you
I'll
sold
be
for more than
so
100
unhappy.
gold, you're happy.
Freddy's like, I need to go somewhere.
Places to
As long
go.
as you don't
As
get
we-
sold for 10
As
of your
we
armor.
return, you all see Elnis's walk off with Aberan just fucking slumped over his shoulder. Makes his way to leave the square you're at to the north of the city. What do you guys do?
I literally look around and go,
I-
no one's gonna do anything.
I look over at Ectonus, give her a little nod.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna like
start to follow.
shake my head in the direction he's going in.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go and follow? Wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to do this
Okay.
stealthily, or are you just trying to, or are you just going?
I'm gonna say yeah, just so like at least from him per se, like in
Okay.
his entourage, because
So as soon as you leave the market square to follow him, I'd like you to roll a stealth check.
it's not bad.
Don't fuck this up for me.
We'll have to stop.
I have a chance at a new life.
I'll leave
Fuck
you to
me,
die. I don't care.
I've gotten away from these idiots.
It's 22.
Good to know. As you follow Helnis's, he seems to be going into the direction of what looks like a part of the city where there's a lot. You can see a lot of mansions, and all the way in the distance, closed off from anywhere else, you can see what looks like a large mansion guarded by a bunch of flying creatures. Baristros stomping around the grounds. You can see on the top of the structure a large platform on the top has a winged creature, just looks like it's made of pure fire, wielding a whip, in his other hand a sword. This is not the direction that Helnis is going. Helnis takes a left turn at some point and moves towards a smaller looking mansion. Some guards at the gates of this mansion, looking a lot like the guards that were guarding the entrance to the city. These female beings dressed in black plate armor open the way for him. He goes in and he eventually disappears into this black building, looking very out of place, not looking like any other building in the city. And he enters the doorways to this mansion, Abran on his shoulder, and disappears out of your sight.
Okay. Can I do a little walk around of the place?
Yeah.
Kind of trying to identify ways in, potentially.
Make a perception check.
18.
18?
Yeah.
Right. You look around and you can see that there's only one entrance to like the grounds surrounding the mansion. You can see that there are these female guards, not really moving from their position. They're just standing there at the gate. That is where they'll remain until instructed otherwise. That seems to be, as far as you can see, the only way into the ground, onto the mansion grounds. The mansion itself, you can see, has the main entrance that Helnis walked into. As you look around, you also notice that this mansion does not seem to have any windows. Just a solid building, and the only entrance you see are the doors that Helnis has entered through.
Alright. How tall is the fence?
Roughly around like 10 foot tall, with like very sharp spike heads.
start to head back towards the market.
Okay. As you get back to the market and as you all stand there, the market seems to start running empty. People are leaving. People are clearing up their supplies. The succubus that showed interest in just before turns to you, Tanis, and asks, "Is that one still for sale?"
No, I'm afraid not.
Roll a deception check.
Just
Okay.
Hanzo nodding. Fucking
Well, I
kill
mean-
me.
Could be persuasion because he's not for sale in the first place.
Okay. Persuasion.
No, deception.
Oh, deception even, sorry. Okay. 15.
Kind of looks at you, looks at Freddy, gives him one more little whoosh. That's a pity. Would have had a lot of fun with this one. And she also decides to kind of leave the market square towards the east.
I've never been so disappointed in a party member.
Doesn't take long. You hear the bell toll again, 6 times this time. And as the bell, like the bell, the last toll of the bell kind of echoes out, all the market stalls have been cleared out and people are all leaving the square. Seems that the market is over.
Is Narunk back yet?
At that point, you see Narank come back from the north side of the road, leaving the market square to the north, and joins you all again.
You know where we need to go then?
Yeah, I found where he's got him.
Okay. Shall we go there now then? Don't see any reason not to go now.
Fair enough.
Don't really want to leave him with that guy for too long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the guy didn't look
let's,
very friendly.
Let's move along and get us out of these and get our
Yeah.
stuff back.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
I'll
talk
shake
along
the
the
shit.
way.
Okay. I'm gonna follow Narunk with everyone in tow.
And as you walk up quietly, tell them about, the perimeter, the spikes on the fence, stuff like that. 2 guards at the front, and then the house with no windows.
As we,
And I'll
get
like hand people their weapons and stuff as best as I can while we're going. And unshackle people.
She hands me my weapons, and I look at them in confusion for a minute and go, "Oh, those are mine, right?" And then like take them back.
Oh, Trim, stop. Oh,
Our hearts.
our hearts. I
Okay.
can handle it.
She can't fit into
Um,
this party, man. She's too wholesome.
I know, right? We're
As
gonna break this
you-
poor
Let's
halfling.
kick her out, dude.
As you walk up to,
Save her from us.
as you get close to the perimeter of this mansion, the 2 female guards are still there. You do.
Alright, so what I see, I think we can do 2 things. We can either try and take out these guards, or we can try and wait for a guard change.
I feel like we need to go with a more, quicker plan. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, I feel
Or-
like
Given what
We
I was
have
told.
the fence, but I don't know how adept y'all are.
I like to look at the fence, Dutch. When it's a spike fence, we talking like it's just like spikes? We talking like it's like barbed wire type, like can't go.
It's spikes, but the top of the spiked fences are very close together. There's not really a lot of space for you to be able to kind of put your foot in between 2 of them and kind of climb that way. It's very narrow.
Okay,
It's definitely designed
just stop that.
to stop people from climbing over.
I'll be like, I don't think like
No.
climbing's an option. I feel like, I mean, it's usually the better plan. In this situation, it might not be, but I'm thinking we'll probably have to go all guns blazing on this one. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to go,
Okay.
straight up. Just
All right. Well, you guys are discussing the plan. Aberan,
hello.
Helnesis drops you off of his shoulder into a room that seems very empty barely any light besides a very dimly lit like torch, or like not a torch, chandelier hanging from the ceiling. He puts you down, and with his large claw-like hand and these very, very long, sharp nails, kind of just with his index finger, kind of just scratches you across the face, and you can see that there's just a big, cut where his nail like traces your face and you start to bleed. Have some fun.
Does he say that in common?
He says it in Celestial.
Oh.
Oh god.
As he unsheaths a great axe from his side, he's going to just swing it at you once. Just a little.
Okay. Did he take any of my stuff off me?
Nope.
Okay. So I don't have my shield, so my AC is lower.
Like 2 last. Like,
Yeah.
It's a dirty
19.
20.
If I had my shield, that wouldn't hit me. Haha. Yeah, that hits.
Don't.
would you don't have it?
Okay. I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
It's 22.
You take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Slashing damage.
Yep.
And you start to feel this feeling of fear kind of upon you, but you brush it off quickly. To which he responds and says, "No matter how long it takes, I will break you." And he's going to do it again.
Okay.
Yeah. 26 to hit.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, that hits.
I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw again, please.
Just trying to buy time. That is a 19.
You take 9 points of slashing damage and are terrified. This feeling
Okay.
of fear just creeps onto you, and you just kind of drop down, almost in fetal position. You're fucking terrified. And to which he responded with just a very, very satisfied grin appears on his face, and you can see his beady green eyes start to flare up, and you can see like a trace of green smoke kind of surround them. Meanwhile, outside.
Dutch question. The guards, is it a closed gate they're guarding, or is it like an open archway almost? Is it like an open area, or is it like, looks like a lock shut gate?
It's a gate. It's shut.
Okay.
Okay.
How about right?
I can make a distraction of some kind, but we would need to be able to get the gate open while the guards were occupied.
I mean, how big a distraction we talking?
What?
Like,
Yeah. What kind of
big or-
distraction?
I can conjure animals, and I can make like wolves, bears, giant eagles, giant spiders. I just pick a thing. I can make it, and they can attack.
That
My
I mean,
that-
could
could
be
work.
could be our first assault. You know, send those in first, and then like as they start dealing with it, we just start rushing. You know,
it
like.
might be better if they ran off, like past them.
Well, I don't think they'd be
Yeah,
that
maybe.
interested. That's what I'm saying. It like they need to like if they ran past, I think they're gonna give a shit. You know, they look like the type that'll be like just there. You know, the Nine House is a pretty fucking weird place. I'm not gonna lie. It looks weird. I don't understand it. I don't really know what the fuck is going on. But
Yeah, maybe get them to attack.
we need them to attack.
Try and
They-
throw them away from the gates, and then we can go in while they're fighting.
Yeah, I mean, no. That's what I'm saying. Get them distracted, then like bomb rush them.
Okay, what do you think would be the best distraction?
Whatever can take the most hit. You know, whatever's like
Yeah.
beefy. Something big and beefy. You know.
Okay.
Come spells like an ogre.
I will, in that case, say, okay, give me a minute, and start. So it's verbal and semitic. So I like close my eyes, looking, I'm focusing really hard, and start saying. Is it Druidic only a written or is it a spoken language?
It's spoken.
It's spoken as well. Okay, so start saying words in Druidic and cast Conjure Animals at 3rd level. And I'm doing the option for 2 beasts, challenge rating 1 or lower, so
Okay.
1 per guard, and gonna create 2 lions to attack them.
Pretty good.
Because it
Okay.
says they're friendly to me and my companions. I roll initiative for the summoned creatures, and they obey any verbal commands that I issue to them. And my simple command would be attack them and point at the 2 guards.
Okay. For the sake of, you have a surprise round, if you will, because it's something that they'll probably not see coming.
Yeah.
You can go first. Instruct them.
So their initiative. Do you want me to roll their initiatives or just roll for them, like the lions just attacking?
Yeah, just do that first. Since,
Okay. So let's see. They have. How far are we from the guards right now?
I'd say far enough for you guys to be able to plan and talk in group form without them being like.
Are we 20 feet or more from the guards?
Yes.
Okay. I'll make them do a pounce. If the lion moves 20 feet straight toward a creature and then hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, the target must succeed on a DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone. And if they're knocked prone, the lion then gets a bonus bite attack.
I think we should bomb rush them all together.
Well, you should have said that before I told them.
No,
The lions are going.
Yeah, but these 2 lions now just start running and
Well,
just kind
that's
of jump these 2 beings. Roll an attack for each of them.
So I rolled an attack for the first one, and it was a bit unfortunate, because this is the running claw attack, so it's +5 to hit, but I rolled a 4, so a 9. The one lion only rolled a 9.
It's not
The
gonna
other
hit.
lion, that's better. The other lion rolled a 23.
Okay. So the first
One lion
lion
sucks.
misses. The second lion, however, does hit.
And so the damage that takes, where's a D? There's a D8 right there. So fuck me, I rolled a 1 on the D8. Well, it takes 4 sorry, this is a claw, not the bite. That's a D6. Wrong one. Hold on.
Hold on.
I haven't played a
No.
druid yet.
I say
Okay.
Laura learning her new class.
So
Yay.
it takes 9 slashing damage and
Okay.
has to make a strength save DC 13 to see if it gets knocked prone.
Natural 1. So yes.
Okay, so then it gets the bonus bite attack from being knocked prone, and that's the D8. Oh, that's better. Okay, so then it takes 10 piercing damage from the bite.
All right. Okay. So yeah, this one being is just knocked on the floor and has this fucking lion just on top of her. The second one dodges the attack of the lion, and as she kind of readies herself, you can see these 2 wings unfold, and she starts flying up a bit and just dashes down with goes to grab the lion and tries to pick it up. So that'll be grapple. Roll me a strength saving throw with the lion.
As the lion. Oh, natural 1. This lion
Okay.
sucks. This lion is like the trim of
Baby.
lions. It's the baby
Okay.
front lion. It's
All right, yeah. So this creature picks up the lion and flies up with it, and is now flying like 60 feet up in the air with the lion still held.
well, that's unfortunate.
The
One
second
of them's
I
out of the way of the gate,
I said,
though, and it's no longer at the
but-
gate.
No, but the second I see that lion that has like pounced on the other one and is made that unconscious, I'd like to fucking run at the gate, please.
Did Dutch say
Yeah,
it
me
was
too.
unconscious? I didn't think it was.
No,
Not unconscious, but like
not
prone
unconscious.
with the fucking
Oh,
lion on
right,
top
okay.
of her.
Sorry,
Prone.
Koiba said unconscious, and I was like,
I meant
wait, what?
prone.
Yeah.
I know what I meant. Lying on the floor, damn it. I would like to fucking run up to the gate and fucking try and open it. Just like,
You run up to the gate. The gate does not appear to be locked.
I'm just gonna fucking
Let's
say
go.
not appear to be locked. I'm just
Yeah,
barging
man.
through the gate, fucking just like,
I'm running, keep up.
Yeah.
On my little legs, trying to keep
Like-
up.
fucking just going. Just
So you
going.
guys are
Yeah.
all just going.
And as we run past the lion, I say,
Sure.
"Good job." And it's the one that did its job, the one that's like on the dude.
Okay. Yeah, you can see this fucking this chick still wrestling with the lion while the other one is up in the air, also very occupied. So their perception with disadvantage. Okay. Like all of you to roll a stealth check as you try to.
Okay.
Stealth as I'm going, move. Just like,
I mean, yeah, but they're occupied, so like there's a
That's not
chance that
good.
you.
I
23?
rolled an 8.
16.
12.
12,
19.
19. Soko?
Oh, 23. Sorry.
So everyone but me, because everyone's
Well,
stealthy.
I-
They can see me yelling, "Wait!"
Well, I didn't roll above a 7 for either of them.
Oh,
As disadvantage. So yeah, you managed to get past them. They seemed very occupied with the lions. You lucky sons of
Love
bitches.
Trim. She's so
Yes,
good.
Trim.
Trim can stay in the cool zone.
As you get to as you get to the front door, also doesn't appear to be locked.
Gonna just, barge on through.
Okay.
Keep up the momentum of just get in quickly and.
Yep.
All right. And as you get in, you also notice that this building is the entrance hall to this house is quiet, dimly lit. Not a soul seems to be there, but you do hear from a room to the left just screams of agony and fear that you
I
recognize to be Aberrant's
Going to
voice.
that door.
Run
Going
to
that way.
door straight away. Like,
I'm just following the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know Aberan well enough to know that's him.
I will try and. Is there a door there, or is it like?
It's a door here.
I'd like to try the door, please.
Yeah, door swings open, and you
Uh,
see this tall, very broad, wide Red Lord just standing over Aberan, who is curled up in a fetal position, just terrified, screaming.
How far away is he from the door?
Can I shoot my gun?
I would say.
Yeah.
How far away is he?
Sure.
Me.
Alright, dude. Fuck it.
How far away is he? Is he within 40 feet? Assuming.
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to fucking rage and swing at him.
So are we just
Okay.
getting like a surprise round this round then? Or
Yeah,
should I gauge
well,
how much I can do?
I'll let you all. You all have one attack
Okay.
Yeah.
On
No bonus
wait,
action?
on the dude? Okay.
on the dude. Yes.
I will. Do I get to bonus action rage?
On the dude or
Do I
Aberrant,
still get to
your choice.
rage?
What was that?
Do I still
Do
get?
we get to bonus
rage?
action or no?
Sure.
Yes.
Because if so,
Yeah.
Instead of an attack,
Oh god.
could I cast Calm Emotions on Brad?
Oh.
I
Yeah.
think Calm Emotions is on more. I think it's everyone in.
you gotta
It's
affect
20
whoever he
feet,
wants.
20 feet all humanoid. It's a 20-foot radius anywhere within 60 foot. So I can just like make it just hit you. Just position in it.
Yeah. You
So
can.
it hits him and the Dreadlord.
I feel really calm whilst I'm talking.
See, yeah,
While
he
you're
sees his
furiously
hostility.
hacking.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Like,
What do I need to roll, Hans?
It's a charisma saving throw, but you can choose to fail the save.
And then I choose to fail the save.
so it suppresses all charm and fear effect.
Okay, so yeah, you're no longer feared. This guy notices this though, but I'll let you guys get your like first lick in before roll initiative.
Okay.
'Cause you kind of all do this at
Okay.
the same time.
Mhm.
I'm
You just
assuming
can go
my
first.
Okay.
turn is getting up off the floor.
Yeah, your turn doesn't happen until initiative has been.
Cool.
So
I'm also gonna rage an attack with my axe.
okay, we'll just go from the order that I have the fucking distance in. So
Fair enough.
well, you can go first.
Fuck. This is not what I wanted. That's fine. I will. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll reckless because fucking Actar's isn't there. That's fine. I'll recklessly attack him for the first one. That's a natural 20.
Yay.
Oh shit! All right.
Using brutality.
All right.
Fucking hell, what is damage? Did I write down the
What is damage?
Well, I make sure I wrote down the right numbers. That's 16 plus 24 damage on the first one.
Sorry.
I rolled max damage. That's 24 damage. Or an 8 on my D8, and then.
Not
that's
bad,
it.
not bad.
Yeah, 24.
All right.
24 is my max damage now, and it's on my first attack, and then second attack.
That's math. Oh, you only get one attack.
Oh, you only get.
What I said, only one
Whammy.
attack. Nope, one attack. You each get one attack, is what I said.
Because
Not
it's
one
a
action.
When you
Yeah.
get a full action, you just get an attack and a bonus
Yeah.
action.
That's fair enough. That's my turn then. I'm up in his face, and I fucking. I got that 20. I still killed him.
Alright. So next up, Oxanis.
I'm gonna rage and do basically the same thing in rage and reckless attacking.
Go for it. Roll an attack.
Us barbarians are simple creatures.
That is dirty 20 to hit.
It's
Okay.
I'm so hyped to play a barbarian in my other campaign.
oh fuck.
Turn into a bear and rage.
You.
It's gonna be the bear.
Yeah.
Fair necessities.
Go
No.
into bard as well, so you can be a bard. Bear, Ian.
Multi.
Yeah.
Hi.
That is
Boy class.
14 damage.
14 damage. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to see if Milo appears, because that's part of your attack.
Yeah. Okay. That is
Cobra's face.
It's part of the attack, bro.
Technically, it's not a
80%?
reaction.
I know it.
Yep. Okay. So Milo appears right next to you and immediately waits in order.
he's gonna attack the same enemy.
Yep.
The dude.
Only dude.
The only dude. Ooh,
I'm the
okay.
only one.
That is 19 to hit.
Just hits.
Oh my god. And 3d6. 5, 8, 13 damage.
Okay. Yeah, so Milo appears and just jumps him as well. Naronk.
Yeah. I'm gonna shit.
You're gonna shit? That's
Shit.
I'm gonna shit in
That's
fire.
good. Shit my pants, bro.
Just gonna fucking
Um,
fire out that shit. from my
Question: is there anything sharp on Death Song?
No?
Is there a sharp edge somewhere?
No?
Shit.
It's not.
Oh, you're gonna do what I think you're gonna do?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I'll allow, because that's just the part, that's just a bonus action, so I'll allow you to kind of just
Yeah.
use a dagger for that or some shit that you have,
Okay,
you know?
lit. I'm gonna slice my hand open with a dagger real quick.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
invoke
your
my
new-
blood right.
Your new shit.
Crimson right? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naronk leveled in Blood Hunter!
And
Damn!
Blood Hunter hype.
take a little necrotic shot with Death Song.
Ooh.
Okay.
Be a little special about it because I can. He's gonna make a wisdom saving throw DC 15 by the way for that.
Uh-huh.
Didn't do much to him.
Ow.
But to hit,
He
that
makes
is-
he makes a save.
Okay, well that's still gonna be plus 9 to hit, so 28.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep. Okay.
As you fire your gun, you can all see Death Song, this black aura that it has, kind of engulf the entirety of Naronk, and you just hear a very satisfied yes right before the gun shoots, and then as the gun fires, the entire just black aura around Naronk channels into the bullet that is fired and just fires with the fires away at Helnus's.
Question for your sake: does he have resistance to fire or necrotic damage, so I can give that to you separately?
He does not, so
Okay, I'll just do it all at one time then. Wait, that's the wrong dice. Lots of dice to roll, guys. Sorry. That's 46 damage.
46. Jesus Christ! All right.
46.
All right. Cool. Up next, Freddy. You already described what you did. So that's Trim. What do you do?
I'm gonna do what I did before. Destroy confirm and use my last wild shape remaining for the day and become an Allosaurus again. But that's the actual action is the wild shape, so I don't get to attack yet.
Okay. Ceiling of this room is pretty high up, so you'll be able to fit in the room. Yeah, you'll be able to.
Hold on, I am.
How tall are you?
I'm a large beast.
Okay.
It doesn't say my specific height on the sheet for the Allosaurus.
No, I think large is anywhere between 8 and 16 feet, so you'll fit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right.
And again,
cool.
Allosaurus with the harness still on and the gem on my forehead.
As all of this happens, so this fucking axe strike into him, Milo jumping him, Nicole just bashing him with brutality, Narong firing his gun, and Freddy.
Is that a thing? Season 1.
Freddy. Yeah, shape change is a bonus action.
Well, if
Hold on,
you're a
it says you
druid
can
at
use
the
Maybe
your
she's a moon druid.
Yeah,
I
there's
am a
depends
circle.
what
I am a circle
she
moon
is,
druid.
is.
Yeah,
Oh,
Circle of the Moon, you can draw
Yeah.
as a bonus action.
Yeah.
It's
Yo,
called
I
wild
can-
shape.
I can attack then if Dutch will let me.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Druid and Moon is considered like the OP druid because you
class?
can
Yeah.
turn into super high CR monsters for your level and just
Yeah. So then, all right, let's go. How far are we from the dude, distance-wise?
From the door to him, like 20 odd feet.
Okay. Then I can't use pounce. So I'm just going to go for a bite attack and just go try and gnaw him on his shoulder.
Okay, roll an attack.
Natural 20!
Oh, there you go. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Let's go.
So that
Alright.
is 2d10 plus 4. Where's the other d10? I want to use not that one. Okay.
Surely you have lots of D10. You
I
used to
do.
be a fighter.
7 plus 4. So these are double crit. So 14 plus 8, 22 plus 4, 26 damage.
All right, nice.
And that's piercing damage.
Okay. So as all of this happens, he Elnis flaps his wings and turns to all of you. And just this maniacal grin appears on his face as he grows in size even more and now towers roughly height-wise, same height as the dinosaur that is in the room.
If possible, you see the dinosaur look scared and make a little squeak.
Now, let's play. Roll initiative, please.
Oh boy!
Hey, Belle.
Advantage on initiative.
Advantage for the let's go, boys.
No!
Do I trust my cleric dice?
Guess what, guys? Trim and Kiseran both share garbage initiative. Fun fact.
I mean, that's because their person's playing them is still Laura.
My
I
cleric
know.
dice didn't fuck me.
So, 20 plus? 20 plus?
What? No.
Ready?
20.
Alright. 15 to 20?
19.
19.
And I have
16.
plus 0.
16, alright. So, Brand with a 19. Atanas with a 16.
Hey,
10 to
Quiba, I'm in
15?
single digits too, dude.
10 to 15?
Same. I rolled the
I
lowest
have
I could roll.
advantage though, Laura.
Okay, so 5 to 10?
I have
that's
5.
5.
9.
That's the lowest I can low.
9 for Nicole.
I rolled a 4 and a
if we're
9
both
on my
5,
dice.
Then our uncle go first because you definitely have higher dex than I do.
Yeah.
Get advantage, boys. 4 and 9. Let's
Alright.
go.
Helmses is going to go first.
Yikes.
Oh boy.
And he is going to... boop, 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 boop.
I mean, a dinosaur just bit his shoulder.
I wouldn't advantage to yourself.
Let's
Guys,
see.
I think there's something wrong with me today.
Why?
My rolls so far this session have been like a 21, a 26, a 19, and a...
I
think
Okay.
I'm broke.
I think I'm broke. It's all the trim, like, niceness is, like, warmed up your cold dice, like, hands.
Alright.
It's also
He is
really
going
nice to get.
to yell. Infernal! And this large green rock appears out of
Uh-oh.
like a little portal that appears at the top of the room, crashes down. I would like, since everyone is around him pretty much except for Narong and Freddy, I would like Trim, Aberan, Octanus, and Nicole to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can't
Oh, I need
Arcanus,
to use the dinosaurs
I have a
stats for
plus
that.
0.
Bell.
Yes, you do.
Bell with
Are you
advantage
prone
because
still,
we can
Aberron?
see it.
Oh
And
yeah.
Not that it matters for this particular, but for
Dutch,
future
we
Dutch.
can- We can see this effect, right? The
Oh, yeah.
barbarians.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool. With advantage
And-
then, Bell.
I have
Got
a
it.
question for future since first playing.
Yes.
So if I have proficiency in the saving throw as Trim, but there's no proficiency in saving throws when I'm a creature, I just use the straight stat related to that. save.
No, the animals get your saving throw proficiency.
Yes, they do.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
this one
you-
doesn't matter
it's
because I
whatever
don't have
Allosaurus is.
proficiency in Dex anyway. But for
Yeah.
future, oh, that's not good.
Also, I'm pretty sure that it's only your strength and your dex and your con that changes when you wild shape,
It
right?
is, yeah.
Yeah, you keep your
And-
intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Yeah, and you use the animals like attacks and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I got a 4.
I
Dice. No.
have rolled a 19 and then an 18.
I just
on
rolled a
different
3
dice.
twice in a row.
Rolled a 19.
19, 18. Anyone roll under 18?
Me.
Okay.
Oh,
Trim, you take.
It's fine. The dinosaur takes it. I'll be fine.
Yeah, whatever. Like, if the dinosaur dies, whatever damage you have left to
Still
take,
trades
go-
over.
Yeah.
It just
translates
looks
over.
like seeing the Allosaurus out, you know?
Like how, wait, I like how all of us rolled over fucking 19. Oh, 18.
I rolled 8.
You take 30
I was
points of
Okay.
So if you get
fire damage.
Okay.
Oh,
The rest of you guys take half. So
don't.
that's
Oh
15.
yay.
you take 0 damage.
you
and
said
then-
it's fire damage, right, Dutch?
It's fire damage.
Oh my
Yes.
god,
I'm
both
immune.
those two both take a fucking quarter.
No,
Bastards.
I take none.
Oh, you
Aberron takes
Takes
I'm
none.
immune because of my
So
15
Ictanus takes 7. Nicole takes 15. Shrim takes 30. And Aberron takes 0.
Yeah.
All right, and as this rock lands, you can see this large, just creature, rock-like infernal creature, standing right besides Halness's. I'm gonna have to roll initiative for this guy. Man, I roll high. Holy shit!
Uh-oh.
That's so good.
All right, let me just quickly whip up the stats for. Quickly,
Casting
up
a
the
spell
stats for
isn't
this
the same
boy.
as an attack, is it?
What's
Like
that?
Him doing that infernal thing isn't the same as him doing it as an attack, is it? It's
No.
different. Okay.
Sorry?
I'm just reading something, but him doing that infernal thing doesn't count as him doing an attack. It was technically him casting a spell, right? So it's
Yes,
different.
technically.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, if it specifies making an attack and not making a melee attack,
It says
you
attack.
could. If it just says attack, then that also includes spell attacks and range spell attacks. But this wasn't an attack.
That's what I'm saying. It's not an attack. That's what I'm getting at. That's the main thing. Because if it
But
is,
like
everyone would
inflict
fucking...
wounds, for example, would count as an attack.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool.
Yes. I'm just quickly trying to. I have the stats for this fucking thing somewhere. I'm just
Reading
looking for it real quick.
ancestral like guardian
fine.
protection shit, and I was like, oh, technically he's not attacking.
I'm
He's
so
attacking
happy
somebody
that
who's
it's
not me.
fire damage.
Yeah.
I'm so furious. It's fine.
Form show fuel. Failed.
See, Bran was the tiefling inside all along.
If I were a tiefling.
Here it is. Here it is. There it is. All right. There we go.
You slag.
Boom, boom, boom.
I want you in
Quickly
my
put that one in the order. How much HP do you have, mate? That's it. All right.
So hold on, I'm just had a weird brain. I went to bed at 3 a.m. last night and didn't get much sleep. So what was the thing he summoned that is now here?
A very large rock-like infernal with a bunch of green flames.
Okay, cool. Scary creature.
Scary
World of
creature.
Warcraft.
Yes. Yeah, I should have. There's a Warcraft 3 D&D 5 ebook that converts all kinds of Warcraft enemies and creatures
That's
to
lit.
D&D stat blocks, so that's where I took this from. Alright, the Infernal is up next because I rolled ridiculously high initiative. No, you're
God damn
fighting.
it. Oh, it looks like this. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. You're fighting a Dreadlord from Warcraft, pretty much, yeah, and an Infernal. The Infernal is going to on his turn fucking slam whatever fuckhead is nearest to him. Cool. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that just about hits.
You take fuck all damage because I rolled low on this, so you lucked out. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as this infernal just slams down his rocky fucking.
Half to 5.
Yeah, half to 5. And as his fist lands, you can see like this green flame erupts, but doesn't really seem to be doing any extra damage. But it's like basically what this creature looks like is just a bunch of rocks all kind of connected together into a body-like shape by just green flames. That's its turn though. And with that said, Freddy, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna, as a bonus action, I'm gonna say, I'm glad you're on our side, Trim. The Trim, and give her an inspiration. And then I'm gonna do counter charm.
Okay, interesting. What does that fucking entail again? Hang on.
It's as an action, I can do a performance, and all allies within earshot and 30 feet have advantages on saving throws, but first been frightened or charmed.
Okay, there you go. Good shit.
I saw what this guy did to Aberan, and I want no
good.
part of it.
That's good. Yep. All right, so that's your turn, Aberan.
I'm pissed, bud.
You're still prone on the floor.
Yeah,
You start your turn. You start your turn within the Infernal's radius, but because you're immune to fire damage, his immolation aura doesn't affect you. Whenever someone starts a turn within the range, you take fire damage. Similar to your armor, and you activate the effect.
I'm not going to activate my armor because I can't pick who that hurt.
Nope.
However, I am going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that both the Infernal and the Dreadlord need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Dreadlord's pretty wise, but this Infernal fucking isn't. Helmus's rolled a 25.
He passes.
Infernal rolls a 10.
He fails, so the Infernal takes... That's a shit roll. 10 points of radiant damage. And Dickhead McGee takes 5.
Dickhead McGee, dudes.
I think it's them.
Alright, cool.
Hercules.
I don't have any bonus action cantrips, you motherfucker.
You motherfucker.
Did you say you were gonna get up on your feet or no?
Yeah, I used my half my movement to get up on my feet.
Alright, just checking.
Dick McGee and Lord Iron Dick are going to start a new band together called the Double Dickers.
I'm so sad that Flourish is a short sword, it hurts my soul. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do this turn.
Okay.
However, on the start of their turns, they will have to make saving throws again.
That's good. Alright. That case, it's Actanis' turn, and Actanis, you start your turn within 5 feet of the Infernal, so you take, at the start of your turn,
Oh god.
10 points of fire damage, but reduced to 5 because you're a tiefling, so 5 points of fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
But it's your turn now.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna attack the big guy.
Which one? There's two big guys.
The first big guy before the Infernal.
Okay.
The Dreadlord.
Yeah, the red.
Hercules.
Because they're about the same size.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna do recklessly. Yes.
All right.
Ooh, okay. Okay, 21 to hit.
Hits.
That is 16 points of damage.
All right.
Milo does not here.
She
Damn it.
says disappointedly. All right, so you swing your axe into him and kind of you strike him into the armor. And you can see your axe cleave through the armor, and as you pull it out of him, you can see some blood just kind of onto the floor. He kind of just laughs at it as it happens, looking down at you, kind of mocking you a little bit. Second attack.
I'm gonna attack him again.
Mhm.
That one landed in the corner of the thing. Ooh, okay, 25 to hit.
25 to hit, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do.
That. Oh my god. Okay, that's 16 points of damage again.
Plus 10 for being consistent. All right, cool. Yeah, roll for Milo again.
Okay. 100%.
All right, Milo appears by your side as you go in for a second swing with your great axe.
Oh shit. Okay. He's gonna attack the same guy.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Oh. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And 6, 11, 14 damage.
14 damage. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. As Milo jumps up and kind of just starts gnawing on this guy's legs. He starts kind of kicking and kind of flings Milo off of him, and Milo just poofs in the middle of the air, as it has fulfilled his duty.
Goodbye.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Nicole,
Hello.
you at the start of your turn take 7 points of fire damage for being near the infernal, but it is your turn.
Quick question: is Octanus within 5 feet of both Hellunseas and the Infernal?
Yeah.
Okay. I will attack Hellunseas first.
Okay.
Then. Get advantage because Octanus exists.
Because Xanas exists. All right.
You're
Straight
welcome.
up, like it's because like. Okay, that's a 26.
Yeah. That'll do.
That is for. Fuck is that, guys? That is numbers for 15 damage.
15 points of damage. All right.
And then I will turn to the Infernal for my second attack.
Ooh.
And I would
Okay.
like to make this a brutal push.
Oh, nice, Scott. That's dope. That's smart. Shit.
And I still get advantage because Octanus is within 5 feet of this one as well.
That's a strength save, right?
Yeah, strength save of 15. That is 19 to hit on the Infernal.
Okay. I want you to know
Okay, that's fine.
that that hits,
Yeah.
but combining his strength modifier and his proficiency,
Yeah.
it's a plus 14. So even a natural one will make it save. So
Note to self. That thing has high strength.
rolled an 18, so that's a 32.
What?
The saving throw.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even laugh. That's fucking hilarious. Like, straight up. That's funny.
So you hit like what damage did you do? But he's not. He doesn't get pushed.
I've not rolled damage yet.
He doesn't get pushed, unfortunately.
That is 16 damage. Fucking, I rolled really well damage. I rolled 8, 7, 8 on my damage so far. Yes.
16 damage. All right, very nice. You just kind of hear as you smash this rock like leg of this creature. It's literally as if you're just fucking whacking at a rock. And it doesn't really
object.
it doesn't really seem bothered. It just kind of looks down at you, kind of just almost like shoos you with his foot, kind of in a way.
I give it that look of just like, oh fuck, this usually works. Oh no.
Alright.
That
Is that your turn?
Is it? Yeah, it's just once per turn.
Is
Takes
it?
like it doesn't take a bonus action to use the brutal push, right? Yeah, it doesn't. I will bonus action fucking drink a minor healing potion,
All right, fair enough.
which is what 2d4.
2d4 plus 2, yeah.
I always want to say +4.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's because it's 2d4 plus 4 sounds better. Yeah.
7 health. So basically, just the damage you did to me a second ago, I healed.
All right, there you go. Naronk.
Yo, let's because he's been posting extra something else I have to take. Okay. So I'm gonna reload, take a shot, and then reload. So, and I'm gonna make this a
Go for it.
shit.
Which one of the two are you targeting?
I'm gonna shoot the dreadnought. Dread Knight.
What? Red Lord? Yeah.
Yeah,
Illnesses. Yep. All right.
And I'm gonna make it a bola shot, so he needs to make a dexterity DC 15 saving throw.
Makes a save. 18.
22 to hit.
Hits. Makes a save. 18.
Damn it, dude. All right. I love rolling dice, dude.
Hmm?
It's... 32 damage.
Hog.
Yeah, dude. I mean, fucking Death Song leveled up. So, like, Death Song is
that's a
extra
+2
powerful
weapon,
boy now.
And I get 2d4. Alright,
32, you said?
yeah.
All right, cool. As this shot pierces Helnus's in the chest, you can hear him kind of grunt. It's just a very, very as he looks at you. You're next, and he is going to use a legendary action, to summon a carrion swarm.
See, this is why I don't do
And since you're within 30 feet of him, he creates a 30-foot cone.
Yay.
Which will pretty much angled correctly. Pretty much as everyone in it, all of you, due to the relatively confined space you're in. I would like all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Hey,
Again?
with advantage. But remember, you get advantage. On the...
I get advantage.
10.
I'm a big old dinosaur. I'm not very dexterous.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh.
I'm a big
21.
old Azuma. I'm
I
not
failed.
dexterous.
20.
I fail for sure.
To equal. By the way, that makes my dexterity saving throw be 20.
Nice.
22.
Okay, anyone roll under 17?
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Please be necrotic.
So it's literally a swarm of just fucking bugs and shit.
They might be
no.
necrotic bugs.
It might be necrotic bugs. My name is Cheryl Gypsy.
But I don't know if it's like, no.
Oh my god, it's the Cyrus voice.
Okay, Aberan and Trim, you each take 32 points of piercing damage. There's all these
Okay.
nasty bugs and things.
As the bugs fly past, you
numbing
just see
at
the
you.
dinosaur shrink, and I'm me again, and I'm just like,
The rest of you
wanna-
take 16 points of piercing damage. The two barbs halved because barbs and rage.
So,
So you said I took
8.
30, and I have
32.
21 hit points as
32.
the dino, so I have
You take 11 points as Trim.
11 points of damage. Okay.
Holy fuck.
Alright. Trim, you're up.
Yeah, guys.
Oh no, I'm not a dino anymore. So
Only
I'm like
druids.
at the dude's feet now, right? Like I'm basically.
Absolutely.
Alright, I'm going to use my halfling nimbleness and literally walk under his legs because I'm so little. I can move through the space of any creature a size larger than me or more.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna like run under his legs and try and get behind him. And then I'm out of wild shapes. Cause life.
You are.
And I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna go behind him, but I'm not gonna get far. I'm still gonna be like right next to him. And oh no, I can do this within 30 feet. Fuck it. No, I'm taking my whole 25 feet of movement behind him. So now I'm 25 feet on the other side of him.
Does that nimbleness make it so that he doesn't get an attack of opportunity on you?
It does not say, so he probably gets an attack of
Then
opportunity.
he probably
I
gets
would
one. So he's
assume.
going to,
Yeah.
as he notices you, crawl between his legs and looks behind him, he's going to just
Yeah.
swipe at you with his big claw, just swipe
Yeah.
it down.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage,
Because I'm
right?
little.
No, because I exist.
Oh.
Well, that would have been a 25 to hit, but with a natural
But
3, that's
now-
going to be a 10 to hit.
Misses.
All right.
And so I duck and run through his legs, and then I'm going to cast Light at 4th level.
Ooh,
on
shit.
him.
Light's nasty.
Yep, he must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And my spell DC is. I have too many pages. Hold on. 14. Not a lot, but.
That's a natural 20 on the save.
All right, then that's a save. So he's gonna take half damage. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 8d8. Need to find all that 8d8. 6.
8d8.
Yeah.
Yeah. What level spell is it? Blind,
4th
isn't it?
level.
4th.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Need
nasty.
one more d8.
Brand
I
new
have
fourth
enough
level
to wear.
spells.
No, not yet.
There it is. All right.
Brand. Don't care about
Cool.
What?
To be fair, 4th level inflict wounds would be 7d10.
So yeah, and it's 8d8 necrotic damage. Any failed save.
What
Okay.
are damage spells? I don't
So
understand.
he takes 7, 10, 17,
Gypsy, it's only
18.
60-10.
23, 27, 33, 35 halved.
That's
So like
17.
half that.
17.
Okay, so he takes 17 necrotic damage.
All right, nice, very nice. You see that as you cast a spell, you can see at the parts of the armor that don't really cover any skin, so mainly his like upper arms
Yeah.
and his like wings. You can see like these black veins start to pop up and kind of. You can definitely see that the blight is infesting him, and you hear him kind of. And kind of just fucking look back at you, glares at you angrily,
Yeah.
and the more enraged he gets, you can see the green like flare around his eyes just grow bigger and bigger, and you can see
Yeah.
him kind of as he opens his mouth, as this green like dribble kind of drops from his
Oh.
mouth.
Wait a minute. It doesn't matter. I still hit him. I guess. Well, that one doesn't matter. I didn't make a good attack roll, so never mind. It's fine. I get a bonus from my armor, but I realize it doesn't apply to this, so
All right.
never mind. I also missed the bonus damage from last turn when I bit him. It should have been 1 extra damage from my insignia of claws, but it's too late now. So
Unfortunately, you should have thought of that.
I'm learning.
If it comes down to
I'm
1
learning.
damage, then like we're
Yeah, if it comes down to
Laura.
1 HP, then you're to blame.
Hashtag blame Laura 2K19 if it comes down to 1.
All right. He is going
That's my
to.
turn. I don't have
Helmus it has a turn
is this
now.
his turn?
Yes, it is.
He needs to make another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, yeet. 14.
14.
I
and
like
that is
16.
DC.
16.
Oh, yeah, he passes.
Mhm.
So he takes 6 points of radiant damage.
6 points radiant damage. Alright. Cool. He is now going to. Multi-attack.
Uh-oh.
And
Adios.
he's going to multi-attack once with his claw and second time with the great axe. For the claw attack, he's going to just claw down at you, Trim.
I'm 25 feet away now.
Oh shit, you're right. My bad. He's gonna claw down at who's in front of him now?
Octanus and Nakul still?
An Aberrant to. All right, Octanus, you're gonna take the claw attack. Rolls a. Wow, I rolled. That's
With
insane.
with disadvantage. Like,
Oh, disadvantage.
yep.
Alright. That's a 9 to hit, so you easily dodge as his claw just swipes down at you.
Doing my thing.
And he's going to use the great axe to swing at you, Nicole.
No, that's not with disadvantage. That's a regular attack. Boop, 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 boop.
It's cocked.
Boop, boop, boop.
24 to hit.
Yep.
That's a
It's
hit.
like we're at auction, boys. Yep.
You take 10 points of slashing damage, and I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Hey, I win saving throws, guys. Right? I'm not gonna fail another one in another fight. Wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
With advantage, I think, because Hanzo did a thing.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to fear you.
Oh, fuck me. I guess.
12 with advantage.
I rolled a 3 and an 11. I get +1. Leave out.
Yeah, you're pissing yourself, mate. You're fucking terrified. All right.
I mean,
That's its turn. So now the Infernal is gonna go, and he also has to roll Wisdom save, I believe. Gypsy.
Yes, if he is in within 15 feet, which he is.
He is. Yep. So that's a not very wise. That's a 7.
Then he takes 12 points of radiant damage.
Nice. All right. Cool.
My biggest damage dealer is passive.
fuck off.
All right. So this Infernal is now
That's
going
mine,
to. Yeah, he's gonna just fucking slam. Who's he gonna slam though?
I mean, the guy who hit him a couple of times, probably. So, okay.
Yeah,
I'll be right back,
he'll probably target you, Nicole's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, that's fine. Like, I'm the one who did just hit him. He looks down at me, being like,
natural
"Alright, then,
20.
good then." Yeah, go for it.
Bum, bum.
As long as he doesn't do
Ba-da-ba-da,
52
ba-da.
damage, guys, in this natural 20, I will be fine.
He does.
I mean, he has like a +8 strength or something.
Shut
So
the fuck up.
shut the fuck up.
That's not doubled though, so that's fine.
You take 44 points of
Ah, it's
bludgeoning
actually 22.
damage,
Little bitch.
halved. Oh, 22. Yep.
I'm still alive.
That's its turn though. Fred, you're up.
Can I
Take-
tell that Nicole is scared?
I am. Oh.
Oh yeah, it's a little piss pool, around his feet. He's you can tell that he's scared. Yeah. You can tell,
All
definitely.
right. Let's calm that boy's emotions.
Aw.
I'm just gonna.
Oh wait, it's concentration for a minute. So actually, if I did do it on you, it would stop working on Bran.
Oh shit!
I mean, yeah, but
And
I'm
how-
Wait,
How
are
does it
you two in
Next
within
to-
20 feet of each other?
Yeah, they
Wait,
are.
wait,
yes,
then,
but
like,
when you
take-
cast it, I
okay.
wasn't.
Yeah, when you cast.
Because
Yeah, but
specifically
what I'm
targeted
saying
just
is I
me.
could recast it on both of you.
You
Yep,
could, but
you
I
could.
don't think you need to cast it on me because I'm not feared anymore.
It's a duration. It suppresses the fear.
Yeah.
It doesn't remove
It
it.
doesn't remove it. So as soon as the effect
Well, then I should have
fades.
been making wisdom saves every turn to see.
No,
what
but-
the break-
No,
No, but
because
also-
currently you're not under the effect of fear, but as soon as that spell drops, you're feared again.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how it works. You're currently feeling fine. When that spell goes, it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh shit! It's like you've got your little.
So yeah, I will recast it on both of you.
All right. I'm gonna
And
just
I will
assume that you
say-
both choose to fail the save.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
And I'll just say, snap out of it, Nicole, and give you an inspiration dice as well.
Oh shit, I have an inspiration dice I could have used in those saving throws. I'm a fucking tool.
But you didn't. But
All right. So that's Fred's turn. Abran,
Story of inspiration, Laura.
you're.
I'm gonna use my bonus action
How long
to
does this
drink
last?
one of my greater healing potions.
Okay.
1, 4. That's not great. That's 7 plus. So I heal for 11 from that.
Okay.
And then I think that I am going to use my action.
Is that right? Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level upon myself,
Okay.
which heals me 4.
Lots of heals, boys.
I mean, yeah, I was very low.
I don't blame you.
17 points.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Very low,
Nice,
huh?
nice, nice. I mean, Abram was at like 10 health or some shit. So, like, to be
Yeah,
fair.
I was at 12, you're on 4,
Oh.
but then at the same time, I can bring you back to life.
True.
No one can bring me back to life.
With
Just let
that
it
being
die again.
Abran's turn, Octanus, you're up.
Cool. I'm
My
gonna
turn. I'm gonna die.
attack Dread Guy again.
Okay.
Recklessly.
Whack, wish, we.
Like worst attack.
Ooh, natural 20.
Jesus Christ. All right.
You know, it's not a D&D session if Bell doesn't roll a natural 20.
I mean, I rolled
25.
Like 2, so-
Yeah, I rolled like 2 as well.
We need
25
to make
damage?
Well, you
note-
guys are cool. I'm not. Okay.
I rolled a natural 20 today too. It was exciting.
we need to
25
make note
damage?
of if Bell
Yeah,
Rexes this
25
because that
damage.
would negate your disadvantage thing.
Yes.
With...
As you go and swipe your axe at him, he suddenly shrinks in size. How do you want to do this?
Hey.
Go.
As this is happening, the infernal right next to him blows up. Just completely fucking blows up. Everybody takes
Wait, everybody?
Not everyone.
Am I not
everyone that's
far enough?
attached to it. So everybody,
Not
Butts,
me.
Naronk, and Trim.
I'm good.
Ready?
High five, Trim. Woo!
You guys all take 11 points of fire damage as this.
I'm unconscious.
But how do you want to do this, Octanus?
I'm gonna slam my axe down like over his head and cut him in half. Just top of the head all the way down.
Can you do that
Right.
with one swing of your axe? You'd be going for a while. He's not a small.
He's
Depends
as,
how
No, but
much.
he's
like,
shrinking down, but like
he's shrinking
Oh, he
down
won't
as
just go
as his final blow kind of hits.
Okay, got it. Got it.
go.
All right, yeah, you fucking and you just hear him yell "Roar!" as he just slumps down to his knees. The fucking infernal next to him blows up, and he just falls to the floor, dead.
And as that happens, I'll throw a healing word onto knocked unconscious boy.
And
Knocked
heal him for
unconscious
9
boy.
wounds him.
I will.
And heal him for 9. How did you heal me with a healing word?
There's something when you spellcasting modifiers that hide and healing words to
How
say.
much did you healing? How much did you feeling?
We both heal you for 9, so you're 18.
I used a purely worse healing spell and healed for the same amount.
I've only got a +3 to wisdom, so.
Okay, so with that done, Elmasis is no more. He slumps down. The axe, Hysteria, falls to the floor next to him.
I'm gonna pick it up.
I would like to loot his corpse, please.
You get healed back up. You get up, and you immediately go to Lud's corpse. I like it. I dig it.
While Nicole's looting, I go over and go, "Are you okay?"
That's wrong voice. Hang on. But yeah.
Cyrus?
Cyrus? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Just, it happens, you know. Just take a little bit of a rest. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just resting, you know. It's it's a bit, you know, that flames. But don't worry about it.
I can help if you still feel bad.
No, I'm feeling fine. He says as he looks really fucked up, like really bad.
I go,
He's like, I'm
I'm,
good.
I'm just gonna go to like pat his shoulder and be like, "Yeah, you're fine." But while doing so, healing him using Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So that's 2d8 plus the
Yeah.
modifier.
Heal me. Heal me.
So
I would like you to roll an
heal-
investigation check, Nicole, while you're looting the corpse.
You heal for. It's plus my spell casting ability. So you heal for 16.
Oh,
That's a
Lit.
10.
Investigation?
Yep.
Okay. You kind of go over his corpse, and besides Hysteria, that is already in Octanus' hands, you find his coin purse,
Yes.
and as you look in it, you... Not sure how much, but you find a healthy amount of platinum in that coin purse.
I will go over to Bran. Bran, you can count this out later, and just pass it to him.
Okay.
Ictonus. We need to visit that deal of the Cambion.
Yep. Yeah, we do.
Octanus.
Get
Who
this
wants
done as
to-
quickly as possible.
Octanus, as you hold this axe, you can see that the axe is completely black. It has a purplish hue to it when you kind of hold it into like the dim torchlight in the room. I'll send you the stats for it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to attune to it first, but
Soko.
Okay.
What's up?
Can you turn your cam off and on and on?
going to have to attune to it first. For the sake of this, Abran, once you go through the coin purse, you'll find 479 platinum.
479 platinum.
Sir.
And I'm also gonna throw the 10 platinum I got at the slave market at Abraham and be like, sorry I sold you for so little, but Kind of need to
Tennis.
tell you.
This plate mail is worth at least 100 platinum.
Yeah, I know.
You're an
It's-
idiot.
Yeah, I know, but the point was to sell you, not to make a profit.
I mean, we could have done both. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We
Anyway.
got his money. Do we
We
want
need to
to?
send one person with Actonis to go get the rest of us should lay low.
I mean, do we want to, have a little look around? See if we
That's
can
what I was
find
gonna
some
say.
more-
Someone else goes with Actonis. I can help open doors and stuff like that.
I'll go with
I'll take
Actina.
the
I
hat.
think
I'm
us
gonna give-
barbarians can handle this.
Would
gonna
it not
give-
be a good idea for us to rest before we?
Nah, it'll be fine.
I definitely think
I
we
don't-
should
I
rest.
I don't
Take a
think
little
I could
rest.
rest in this place.
Just a short one. I'm just gonna
Just a
take a
little-
little
Yeah, just
kickback.
just a little bit.
I would assume that this is probably the last place people would be looking for us.
Agreed.
I
Short
mean, I
rest,
guess.
I'll short rest.
I'm gonna go to the bag of holding and get my shield and flourish back out. Seeing as I only have my flail. I'm gonna give everyone 80 platinum, and then 79 goes into the group fund.
I'm gonna look at it and go, this is the best money I've ever had in my whole life.
How much did you get?
80.
10
Everyone
platinum.
gets 80.
80.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, wow.
80 platinum.
It's very much the most money I've ever had in my whole life.
Are we taking a short rest? Yeah.
Apparently. Well, I don't know about you two. I
Yes.
thought you might be going off doing your thing.
I
but-
need to.
Well,
I think we should all take one.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we should take a quick little rest. I'm going to be using 3 hit dice.
I'm gonna. I can attune to the thing in a short rest, right?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna attune to my new weapon.
I'm gonna use my.
I
fighter
think
hit
you're
die.
already attuned to 3 items, Actonis.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna unattune from the axe I have now.
Okay. Unattuning from the Milo axe.
I'm
Yes.
going to use one
Sorry,
more
Milo.
hit dice.
Yeah, I used 3 hit dice.
I'm about to use a 4th.
I'll
Is
use
there a marker
one.
on D&D Beyond for hit dice?
I'll add it to your D&D Beyond inventory.
Thank you.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Guys,
What's up?
I don't use D&D Beyond. Is there a marker
use
for hit
3
dice?
hit dice.
Yeah, there is. If you short rest, hit short rest, and then
Ah,
it
okay.
should say.
Oh, whoops.
One,
Okay,
two,
yeah,
four,
short rest.
plus
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 29. Get off. Go away.
Get off!
What?
Oh,
Why is
Question.
someone mocking me?
Oh shit, I forgot
When,
to add
when,
my
when the
stuff.
combat ends and I drop my spell,
No,
and
No,
No,
because
'cause
the
our
creature
source of fear is
the
gone.
creature that caused the fear died. So
that would have been so good.
I mean, I thought it
expended
said
my fighter hit die and 2 of my cleric hit die.
I just did 4 of my barbarian hit die.
It's fine, because you get 4 back on a rest.
I do. What the fuck does that mean? Do I actually have a thing I have to probably ask you about at some point?
What's up?
Just because D&D
Ask me
Beyond,
now.
Like,
doing short
it's
resting
saying-
anyway.
Oh yeah, it's just saying like recover, and it says blue dragon reset maximum HP changes during this
You
rest.
do
I'm
not
like,
want to
what?
reset maximum HP changes.
No, I know, but I'm like, the fuck does that mean? But, okay.
For instance, if you got like Soko doing his right, reducing his max HP, that will get reset if you hit that button.
Okay, so +1 to attack and damage.
Why
Where
does it
is my
say blue
pen?
dragon?
Koiba,
Hello.
when you give disadvantage for things not attacking you,
Yes.
you need to remember whether or not Belle has attacked recklessly, because if she has,
Yeah,
then that would be negated.
Yeah,
That's true.
I totally forgot about that until you said that.
Whatever. It's fine.
I don't think we missed one on
Yes.
it, maybe one,
I don't
but
think so.
it occurred to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has also occurred to me on that one as well.
+1 to attack.
Also,
and
I'm really
damage.
sad I didn't get to do my cool thing. I have a new cool thing.
Well,
Add it to your inventory.
Oh,
yeah,
by
but-
the way,
You did? Okay. Thank you.
Everyone who healed, you get an extra D6 healing.
oh, I
Cool.
should not use my
Hit
fourth
rest.
dice. Whatever.
Alright, and given the time and the fact that this next leg of your adventure in the Nine Hells is probably going to take a while, I suggest we call it
Yeah, so
here
I have
for the
to. I
night.
have to leave in at most an hour anyway.
Yeah, let's
so that
let's
works
call it here for
me.
the night, and we'll pick this up next week.
Yeah, sounds good. Fuck yeah, that was a great session, Dutch. Thank you.
Man,
Yeah.
imagine we
Shit.
could be on our way home right now.
We could.
You could have, yeah, you could. You could.
Or we could be now having fun in the night.
Fun killing.
Fun
feels
in hell.
Or you can.
I don't like it
Fucking
either. I
house.
want to go home.
Me and Barbarian can fucking go kill
I
dudes.
love that Trim's
Laura,
so awkward. I'm like,
fucking killer job on playing Trim. It's so
Yeah.
cool
So
to
good.
see
I love
you
Trim.
play a character and, you know, voice act a little more than you did with Kiseran, I guess. It's fun. It's fun to see you completely opposite.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kiseran being this very like